this weekend only. Don't miss the 14th annual Pauper County Fair, featuring Mud Buddies, famous chili cook-off, avant-garde justices, free legal advice, Moments Peace meditation seminar, and much more. Then rock the night away with the hottest bands, including Ancient Grunge, Tamir Battle Ragers, The Shredding Winds, Martyrs of Ash, The Distant Melodies, Architects of Will, The Blasted Herbs, and many more. Arrive before noon and get a free Merit Lager at the Guild Gate. Tickets on sale now. Kobolds and kids under 10 are free. The 14th annual Pauper County Fair.
All proceeds to benefit the Spellstutter Speech Centers. Hello and welcome to a first. It is Saturday. We are Propaganda. We play Pauper all the time, and this is our charity show benefiting No Kid Hungry via Ralph Levy and his charitable thing. We're already at $55 last I looked, so thank you so much to many anonymous supporters and Belcher Mage, first to go there. Thank you for the link there, Little Fight, throughout the show. If you wouldn't mind, if you can give a little bit, we're really trying to hit. The most modest setting was 100, and since we're paupers, I didn't want to get too grandiose. So we've got a tight-knit community. We're all trying to save money and such, but if you can give, go for it. All right. So I've been looking at this list. It's always a version of Rover, Black Rover, courtesy of Chid3's initial list. I had the idea though. What if I call it 12 draw black for some obvious reasons here. Mainly there's 12 draw spells. There's actually a few more than that, but we have Village Rites. We have Deadly Dispute and Costly Plunder. This is kind of the MVP, causing a token generation. And I've actually, because I just tried this out, it looked janky at first, but I'm really liking how this plays in this build, giving you a treasure token or acting as removal. And we don't really care if it dies or not. Most of the time we're killing stuff. And sometimes I can get into a little bit of hot water because I kill too much of my stuff. So anyway, Little Fight, Nim Chimpskey, Shahrazamon. And yeah, we got all kinds of our old schoolers in the house. So we got 18 basics, 4 vaults, the Fiends, the Village Rites, 1 Tragic Slip main. We've got 3 more on the side for like affinity. Shambling Ghast, Serrated Scorpion. You can tell it's that theme, like go ahead and kill it. We don't care. If you don't, we will. Fruit of Tizerus, I like to just have in there for that those late games. Costly Plunder, draw. We're leaning a little bit on the life gain here. We've got Tyrant's Choice, Perilous Myr, 2 Snuff Outs, 2 Crypt Rats. The purist in me always likes to run 4 of things because in a really tight, really heavy metagame game, you're going to want to see it now if it's worth having in your deck. But we have so much draw that I'm only leaning on 3 total rats, 1 the extras in the sideboard, same with Snuff Out, 2 Syphon Life. We got 3 Macabre, same logic there. We're drawing so many cards with this list usually that it feels like 4 or 5 we're playing with, 3 Tragic Slips, and 4 Duress. It could go the Echoing Decay route if we run into Squirrels. I just find that against any decent pilot, they always have Duress first, or they just wait till they draw it when they bring it up. So yeah, it's I don't know, can get a little bit frustrating that way. This is maddening. I just set this at 1 player so that it wouldn't do this little jumpy screen. We'll go from there. So yeah, I'll go right over here and show you. We have this is our little splash page here. As you can see, when we refresh, we have raised $55, and courtesy of Belcher Mage and 2 anonymous. So thank you so much for that. We'll keep checking in throughout the show, but if you can give, it's pretty cool to be able to play games and feed kids. So hey, Zoutix MTG, good day. Any upgrades to Brute Squad in the past couple of sets I may have missed? Not really. There's just so much hate, and it's not a good deck at the moment. So would you like to play first? Yes, I've been playing a lot of Belcher. So we don't have any creatures, but we do have an artifact. We'll slow roll this. I'll keep it. See what we can do here. On the draw, we can always Costly Plunder. Running 18 basics, we can usually go there. Ooh, thank you for the sub there, Pauper Tim. Vastly appreciated, my friend. 6 months. Wow. Very cool. Hold off on the propaganda hype and more for the kid hype. I tell you what, I was a little nervous because kind of being a low man on the totem pole in this whole charity run, and I was like, $100, but I'm happy we're more than halfway there. I was very worried that we were just going to come up with a big fat, what do you call that, goose egg. So, hey-o, it's a bummer too. Appreciate it. And don't forget our emotes, man. We got all those preset and loaded too, so I haven't been seeing much emote love in a while, but man, this is, I think we'll wait on Costly Plunder till next turn. We'll just try to scare him with some life loss here. We have a lot of creatures. I was hoping we were going to get one, but I'll say torture. So we go from here. And my youngest has been still gaming, even though it's getting pretty hard to play physical Magic here in California. They keep up in the ante with, I sure hope they don't go back to lockdown. It's just maddening. But he got out of the house and won another tournament last night, so he's doing good. Whoa, it's at 80. Thank you for the update, Little Fight. Boy, thank you everybody for doing that and helping us not be embarrassed. Sweet stream here. We have a very loyal core between like 30 and 50, I think, was our like absolute max one day, and never seemed to break out of that. I'm happy we got hardcore, but good times. Here we are. Yeah, I've actually made a new Super Belcher list that has 4 lands. I thought 8 was too many. I might be playing that in the next bit, but until then, we're not going to really worry about it. I am going to give this a wide cast of respect, and we're going to get rid of this Timberwatch Elf immediately. And if we don't draw a land or a creature here, it's going to be a little nerve-wracking. Okay, really like this. It's kind of a slow roll, but we'll be able to Costly Plunder it and shoot any elf that matters. Yeah. Ooh, oh god, boy, you guys and your names, I'm sorry. It's Oet Telotai. Apologies. We have the deck list, our co-captains and whatnot, co-pilots, whatever we like to say. There it is. Shirazman on the spot with it. Good times. Can't you guys just go by the name Chuck, Steve, Bob? When my kids game, they have this kind of running joke with me where they got a little, I think I've mentioned this once before, but so we went into this shooter game about 6 months back, and everybody had these grandiose names, and I went with Chuck's Insurance. Got a good laugh. Everybody was just like, who the hell's that? You know. All right. Well, we have this little dude. That's pretty cool. Let's attack here. I'm going to let that priest live, but I'll probably kill the Well-Wisher. And there we go. Costly Plunder is easily the worst spell we have for drawing cards, as it doesn't really replace itself, and it costs 2. We'll do this to this. Getting a little massacred here, but I'm glad we're going to be able to sacrifice this to get rid of any life gain. But yeah, everybody had these names like, you know, the Killer of Night and, you know, Obsidian Assassin. And I'm like, Chuck's Insurance. So as a Father's Day gift, I think it was Christmas actually, my wife had these golf balls printed up and it just says Chuck's Insurance on it. And I was like, oh yeah, I remember that joke. So good times. Alrighty. There's another Timberwatch Elf. Dang it. I don't want to have to use that, but I think I might have to go all in on that. There's another deal there. At least we've got the options to kill. See what he's going to go off with here. We're not messing around. I'll get rid of the Timberwatch immediately. Going down to 12 life. Ooh. Replying to sound of... Oh, give me a break. You guys really think I'm going to take a language lesson here while trying to play elves? I need to concentrate. But thank you. All right. Let's attack first. He ain't going to block. We might as well get in an extra damage. We got to get rid of that Well-Wisher. So if he blocks, we will tag that. Ooh, let's hope we draw a land or 3. Here we go. Bam, that gets in. We have to do this main because we don't want to lose a lot of life here. We'll shoot the elf. Not a deck you really expect to see it. However, it has been showing up a little bit in the meta. There's some games, though, man. You can be going against blue, and you've drawn, like, way more cards than they have. It's just, I just love it. Let me go like this, and we'll lead off with Tyrant's Choice. I'm still not too worried about our life. I'll say Torture. Might want to go with the other one, but he would just choose the Llanowar Elf there. So, Pauper Akbar, hey, it's been a long time. Thanks for joining us, my friend. Good to see you. Yeah, you do this long enough, people come all the way back around. Ooh, hey, just joined. All right. Barbapoka. I can say that, I think. Elves down one card is good times. I agree. All right, we've got a little bit of meat on the stick there. Probably going to go down to 10 here. We'll go back up to 13. And our opponent's going to be at 3 life, if my math is right. A lot of the removal we have is based in drawing cards and our creatures dying, which is a good thing to lean on because there's a lot of removal in this format. Whoop. All right, it would have been nice to not draw land there. We'll rock like this. Calling Torture. And it gets to that point, we've done this before, and we haven't played black in quite a while, so I thought it was due. It gets to that point where you get a creature out like a Perilous Myr. Obviously, it's not going to work with 3 life, but with 2 it sure does. And your opponent can't really do anything, because if they attack, you block and shoot them. And if you attack and they don't block, they'll die eventually. And if they block, they die anyway. So I really like the psychological warfare that this deck creates. So what are the main things this deck doesn't play in favor of them all? Draw spells. Yes, Bump in the Night is the main one. And I think that's really it. I swapped like Sign in Blood so that we're losing less life. But so far, I'm really liking it. It's like I said, though, you got to be a little careful. It feels like we're a bit creature light. We're not. But I mean, we did keep a creatureless hand to open this one up. But sometimes you can focus. That's why I put the Vault of Whispers in there. I really kind of wanted to have more options as far as what I could sack. Sometimes you usually want to kill your stuff, but sometimes you want to leave your stuff alone. So good times. Oh, man, it's like Harry Potter weather outside. If you know me, you know I love it. All kind of misty and feels like a good day to tell a spooky story. Okay. So this is an interesting thing. I'd rather just leave the mystery of a swamp in our hand. This is getting a little closer than I wanted. I'm glad we're kind of both hellbent. They think we've got an option. We really don't, but at least here, given what this deck does, I think I'll probably just shoot them, block the Sentinel, and shoot them. Depends. If he drops a Well-Wisher after combat, I'm going to be crestfallen, but well, we could do that. Might want to take out a dude here. 4, 5, 6. We can't live if we don't block here. Let me block here. Take a bit of a chance. It's not that detrimental because they're a bit flooded. Get them to 2. We really want to see a Perilous Myr draw here. Now here is where if we do draw one of our draw spells, it would be nice if it was Sign in Blood because we could kill our opponent. Don't be a Well-Wisher. Okay. Oh boy. So we need, Fruit of Tizerus will win. There's a lot of cards that'll win it. We do not want to even think of something gooey or swamp-like. So start thinking of deserts. Have to put it out in the ether. Get the. We've already drawn enough lands. Come on. We got it's about time for not even a creature. Let's just get a spell. Something that does some damage. Oh, all right. We're going to game 2. Not enough. Terrible. 2, 4, 6. The odds. Wait, I cut a land too. Oh well. That was pretty funny. Let's see what our next card was. Still not victory. We could have blocked, lived. Yeah, we'd be at 1. Shoot. And then the next card would have been. God, deck wasn't doing us any favors, was it? All right. Well, Crypt Rat number 3 comes in. I do like Snuff Out. This Shambling Ghast would have been really cool. We have quite a bit of goods here. Tyrant's Choice I'm going to lay off of a little bit. And I believe... I think I'll bring in the 3rd Snuff Out. Yeah, could go with the Slip. Yeah, we'll just lean on 2 Slips, 2 Snuff Outs. Try to keep it at that. Or maybe we'll go like this. 2 and 3. Got the 3 Crypt Rats. Just drew too many lands there. We're playing 18 because, it's more like 14 because we like to kill the vault. But what's really cool, sometimes you play the Deadly Dispute, and it gives you the artifact, and then you sack it to another one, and you can go from there. All right. Yeah, we want to go first. All right, we've got a good hand here. We'll keep this. Good thing about this hand, these devils just keep attacking against a deck like that, and then you just sack them, and they act as removal that does 1 damage a turn. So it's pretty cool. My son got me into these little Footlight Fiends. He played one on me when he first got into Pauper, and I was like, hey, that's kind of a neat little card. And then he dropped the Scorpion, and I was like, why don't I have those? And I just fell in love with them and slowly modified Chid 3's Blackburn Rovers into just this, like, I don't care what happens to my creatures. So we don't have Bone Picker. No, we have plenty of decks that are like that. It's a great card. It fit right in, but I just don't like to care about my creatures. Even when I play the Crypt Rats, I'm ready to pop it. Pun intended. Here we go. I like to set it, forget it. They want to kill it. They're going to pay a price of something, and we just go from there. Okay. I think we just play the Fiend here. And we stay back on Tragic Slip if we need to. Thanks for that update, Little Fight. Yeah, we're playing for No Kids Hungry today. Actually, I'll roll to something not roll to something. This is the graphic. Get your phones ready. I believe we're back. I got to double check my feed. Check. All right. So yeah, periodically I'll bring that up. Go from there. All right, here they are. Oh, I thought it was my turn again. I'm like, why isn't my Fiend untapping? Them are the 3. Woo. Okay. Yeah, I just kept adding draw cards, and I was like, ah, man, this is kind of going somewhere. Fuel for the fire. Okay. Don't know if that's... Birch Lore can be a pain. Let me see. Let me slip the Priest. There you go, Nim Chimpskey. Good thinking. Yeah, sometimes I love dark mode. I put everything in dark mode, and sometimes I'll copy paste stuff and then I put it into a normal thing, and then it doesn't translate. It like shows up as dark text. I'm like, oh, come on. I think the AI would be a little bit smarter than that, but I'd like to drop the Myr here, but I'm just going to try to draw some more cards, and hopefully we just pull off a swamp. We'll throw out a Plunder here, targeting the Birchlore Ranger. He's trying to keep his numbers way down, stultify his explosiveness, as Elves is up to do. Costly Plunder has been hiding from me except for today. It's like I said, worst draw spell we've got, but it doesn't think so. Keep showing us. But that's the other thing too, is just all this instant speed draw. So even against a pretty counter like Teachings or something like that, not that you see that much anymore, but kind of draw go counter decks, which my son's very into playing, you have a instant option in drawing 2 cards, and usually doing some pretty good things with it. Okay, that Well-Wisher's got to go, but not before we attack. Aquarian Ranger. Every time that somebody plays an elf, you're like, okay, that's got to go. That's got to go. There's just such an embarrassment of riches and green mana when it comes to the creatures of the elven persuasion. Gonna attack. Okay. Suggests he might have some sort of a option there. Swamp would be nice. Not here, not now. We'll attack here though, but we'll have the Perilous Myr on board, and we can plunder again if we need to. So if you look real closely, this will make a token, and we can sack that to the other plunder, drawing 5 cards this turn with our normal draw. You always want to lean on Deadly Dispute for the 2 mana draw spells. How do you like Tethered Mummy? Yeah, I have it. Tried it, and never liked seeing it. I hate having to do this all on my turn, but I can't let Elves untap. We'll zap this, get a token. With the land the way we are, we haven't really done too much damage to our opponent, but we do have Snuff Out right now. So I'll do this and bring out a Perilous Myr. We're at 20 life, feeling okay. Got to get our mana at about 4 and then start churning. As you can see, we're up like 5 cards, so Better make that 4. I want to show you guys that new little mummy. At first I was like, this is kind of janky, but I played it and I was like, wow, this feels really good. Gotta just keep getting rid of the elves that matter. Perilous Myr can take down a nice Timberwatch elf if need be. Yeah, I was really surprised, Nim Chimpskey. I lost in the finals to a similar black deck months back, and they had that. And so I was like, oh, I'll go get 4 of those. And they were like $2 each. I was like, what the hell? Taught me a big old lesson on that. Well, we love the Scorpion. I'm not quite sure. I'll bring out the Scorpion just for a blocker here. We'll attack with the Myr. And I think we'll just call it at that. Of course, we do have a Village Rites. Don't want to get overzealous with that stuff. We haven't hit a land yet, though. So I will actually trip this. I'll target the Ranger. Just want to keep these numbers down. I foresee a distant melody in our future. Even if this gets countered or saved or somehow we still draw the 2 cards, so that's good times. Elves is always nerve-wracking. They've always got some sort of thing. Prevent all damage that would be dealt to creatures this turn. Creatures you control gain hexproof until the end of turn. All right, I'll still draw the cards. Not a card you expect to see. Blinding Fog. Ixalan, it looks like, if my symbol technology is correct. Okay, so here he is. Boop. Now I'll be able to give -1/1 or make mana. That's another reason why instead of 19 lands I run 18, because between Deadly Dispute, making a treasure token, and this making a treasure token when it dies, or giving you the option. I like this. It's like brave the stench. Search the body. All right, let's see what we're up against here. We'll get rid of the island. Bring over this. Let's switch these for aesthetic reasons. Boop. And a Vanguard shows up. That'll have to meet a quick end. Yeah. Get that guy out of there. Vanguard shows up. As it sits now. Let's get rid of Vanguard. Probably Sentinels next. Yep, there he goes. 1 mystery card in our opponent's hand. And it's not going to be a mystery much longer. As we... Yeah, I should probably sell mine since I never build with it, but... Ooh, that's a little intimidating. I want to get that Perilous Myr out there quick. Here we go. So our guys are going to be on blocking duty or sacking to plunder duty, as it looks now. No reason to trip the Snuff Out yet. Get rid of that. Let me bring out this dude here. I'll Costly Plunder him right now. Excuse me. Or do we? Let's do this first. Yeah, and I think we're just going to sit back. Costly Plunder in response, do a lot of blocking and such. Kind of wanting to obviously draw into Crypt Rats, and then we'll start building. This is okay. Troubling, but all right. We can still kill that via the Perilous Myr combination with either the Ghast or the Footlight Fiend. We shall see. Hello and good morning from Bellingham. What's up, Gumby GG? Good to hear from you. Yeah, today I got a little charity show going, trying to reach our $100 goal. Little Fight, we got an update /link for anybody that feels generous, feeding kids through Twitch and gaming. Always a good idea. Good times. Yeah, we got approached and had a pretty fun month. We got a if you follow on YouTube, we got a company. I don't want to throw them under the bus because they weren't the best sleeves. They were actually very nice physical sleeves, but the print was a little askew if you looked really carefully, and so I had to pass on them. But so we had that, and then Raphael Levy's foundation reached out to us and wanted us to stream, and we were like, you betcha. Anytime, anytime. All right, how shall we do this? That will be there. This will be there. We'll block here and here. Actually, no. Here. And I'll do that. We'll Costly Plunder the Scorpion in response. And I think I'm just going to... I think I'm just going to take out this dude and this dude with this moves here. So before we do... Actually, I can't because I'm going to sacrifice it first to draw the cards, which I like. Maybe we'll find the Crypt Rat. Maybe we'll find a Snuff Out. Another Plunder. Boy, that card, good grief. All 4 of them. I'd rather it be any of the others. Oh well. Alrighty. Well, this is just till the end of turn. And the way this game's going right now, I don't know if it's worth killing an elf right now. I'd rather make a token. And then I'll kill the Quirion elf there. And even the Perilous Myr by itself, if Huntmaster wants to run into it, that's fine too. $20 away from our goal. Wow, cool. Very nice. Okay, let's bring this dude out. I'm gonna get a little crazy with that. We can go 3 on that, 2 for that. I'd rather block shoot. Yeah, we'll just chill out. Be a long little game here. All right, here we go. I was watching the Olympics this morning. It's very relaxing to watch archery. It's one of my favorite events. Obviously, gymnastics, being an ex-gymnast. Saw the trampoline event. Oh my God. I like heights, but whew, that was intimidating. Come on, all lands. Probably not. That is such a good card. Draw 5 cards, I should say. Not bad for 3 mana. All right. Got to watch out for Well-Wisher. Oh, there's the deck list there. Plaid Magic. As we try to fight off elves. We needed a top deck pretty much any spell our first game, and we top decked a swamp. So this is game 2. We really want to draw into a Crypt Rat. We can trip it for 1, and that will be enough. Might get a concession if we just drop the rat. Drop the rat. Is he going to go all in with the Well-Wisher? I hope he does. Very hard for our deck to do that much damage, so it'll be interesting. Yeah, change of plans if he drops that Well-Wisher. I'm not going to wait around for a Crypt Rat to show up, bless us with its presence, etc. I will kill that immediately. After blocking, hopefully. Good use of the Birchlore Rangers via the Sentinel there. Good times, all right. Wait till EOT, opponent's Hellbent. Come on. Enough of these plunders. Let's get a Crypt Rat. Crypt Rat. Crypt Rat. No. We still have more drawing options. Now they're out of life, so we've got some ways out of this. Play a Scorpion. Probably leave that for a blocker. Gain some life back. Remember, we got that treasure token we can sacrifice, or our vault. And right now, Yep, we got Vault out already. There's 4 in that list. So I'd rather keep my little dude out there. So I'm going to plunder our token. Just because I usually forget that makes mana. Hey, all right. Looks like we win. Cool. Not sure what we're up against here, but I might as well attack into that Nettle Sentinel so I can take it out with minimal angst. Regardless, we'll see what happens. Might get a free damage in. A little transparent what we're doing here. Oh, all right, cool. Well, we might as well draw off of it, right? Now, that little hexproof spell they had, let's see what it says. Prevent all damage that would be dealt to creatures you... Ooh, maybe they've got it again? Let's do this. We'll gain some more life. Yep. We've drawn quite a few cards. Should we do this? 1, 2, 3. We'll bring out the rat. This says prevent all hexproof until the end of turn. I say we activate it now. Well, if I wait till next turn, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I can just kill him. We just take a lot of damage, but if he's got that spell, that's fine. His creatures will live and he'll be dead. We'll be at 11 life, so we'll be able to live before. Just playing my outs here, anticipating our opponent does have it. Kind of making him forced to not play anything in his hand via the Crypt Rats and keeping up the bluff that he's got Binding Fog in hand. So we're going to be taking 2, 4, 6, 8. That's fine. Takes us to 11. We only need to do 7 damage, and we've got it on the board. Or we could always do 5 and trip the fruit. Trip the fruit. Yeah, I was thinking that too, Dreamer Stingo. Sometimes I get a little too cutesy with my rat activations, and it's just best to just crunch. Whoop. Guess we might as well gain some life. Let's attack first. Maybe he's got a trick. We'll see it. Do the 0 mana, yeah. No real reason to here. Looks like we're going to game 3. Cool. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Always remember to hold down control. So we do 6 damage to our opponent and us, we hope. Done. Whoop. Is it game 3 or not? Has he got some cute trick? Watch, he's got like Weather the Storm or something. Be like, what? Oh, it's Blinding Fog. All right. So our plan gets there with that. Now it's game 3. You know, I really like seeing Snuff Out every time I saw it. So I'm going to go all in with that, even though it gets us a little crazy on the life choice there. Speaking of choice, it's a pretty big chunk of life, but I'd rather gain the life there. Let's rock like that. So we do have quite a bit of removal built into this. Fruit of Tizerus, not quite sure if maybe we want to slip instead of that. I don't think so. So yeah, we've got 19 creatures and a whole lot of card draw. Let's see what we can do. Woo! I'm not quite sure what that one's from, Shiraz. Is it Ixalan? Yeah, I think that's what it was. That little spidery pirate symbol or whatever it is. Good times. Thanks for joining me here, everybody, on our stream, our No Kid Hungry campaign. Let it fight. What's the update? Please, sir. Now, this is what I don't like. Vault of Whispers with Snuff Out. It's a little bit disturbing. But we have Village Rites and the Ghast. I'll keep, and we're on the drop. Hiya. Do. I guess I can look, too. Let's see. Whoa. We're at $85. See if it... 85. All right. Thank you very much for anybody that's given. I'm sure the kids thank you, too. God, I know some of the streamers that were included made me feel about that big. It was like, I think one of them in one stream generated like 16 grand. I was like, good Lord. I was like, I've got smaller dreams. I'm not aiming so high. So our rights, if we don't draw into a land, we're going to probably generate a token with the hand like this. Given that we can deadly dispute the token away, get another token, and if we don't have a land by then, I'm going to scream at somebody. Don't like that. Now I really hope we draw a land because it'd be nice to use the Ghast's ability to just kill that thing. Opponent's got 3 cards. Not too worried here. Hopefully we can surpass it and then some. That would be really nice. Well, that's what we want to see, but not here. Let's get in a free attack. Maybe free. If they knew our hand, they would probably block. But no. I think I'm going to chance it and just kill that Essence Warden. Those things can get out of hand really quick. We'll rights this. We will say -1/1. Till end of turn. If it put a counter on something, that card would be crazy good. As it sits. Oh, come on, deck. Making me pay for all this. Ugh. I'm going to have to lose a card. Do I snuff out here? Or, I'm just going to get rid of a plunder. If he drops like a... God. Infuriating. Oh, well. Kept one on the draw, thinking we were going to use the Ghast's ability to roll right into a Deadly Dispute, which makes another token and then gets us out of mana trouble. But the presence of an Essence Warden in an elf deck, nothing to be shy about. So thank you so much for the updates there, Little Fight. I really appreciate you being Johnny on the spot with that stuff. Very cool. You know what? My spidey senses are tingling. I'm going to zap this now. Boink. Oh, we don't even have it. See what I was saying? That Vault of Whispers. Throw you off. Now, 1 in 40 games that'll happen. I'm just completely making up math. All right. Thank you for making sense, Deck Supreme. Let's put out a thing, just in case. Tapping the vault. If they've got any sort of artifact hate, it'll make a little bit more sense there. Feeling a little bit better now. Whoop. All my old BMX buddies are chiming in. I was watching the Olympics today. I'd never seen so... Man, back in my day, the hardest trick isn't even a trick now. And kind of the same goes for gymnastics. Oh, I'm glad I didn't snuff that out, as he has another one right behind it. Okay. Not too worried about this scenario. We all got a bunch of 1-2s. I think right when I was getting out of freestyle BMX in like 8th or 9th grade, the backflip, somebody had just done it like for the first time, and now it's kind of not even a trick. People are just like, yeah, that's nice. I'm going to save the Crypt Rat for a bit better activation. Can't really attack here. Usually that's the way to get free damage in against these decks, but exactly, Shiraz. It's crazy. Yeah, just about every sport seems to be doing that. I know gymnastics, even my son, who would have been in this Olympics had he, because he was nationally ranked up until about age 12. Well, that's if he made it, you know. He was always in like the top 3 in a lot of the really hardcore competitions. But anyway, it's just maddening how straight up dangerous some of those moves are, but pretty crazy. All right, what do we got here? Happy for the slow roll. So we can Deadly Dispute and Costly Plunder if you look closely at this turn. We're going to just shoot that with Snuff Out immediately before we give up too much priority here. Yeah, I'm that way too, Shiraz. I'm pretty into Daredevil stuff. I did hang gliding and really liked it, but with every like month I age, I think there's like a glass of like adrenaline in your brain, or a potential adrenaline, and it's just lowering. It's like, you're getting too old for this. You're getting too old for this. I mean, I'm a fit guy in my 40s, but in a lot of respects, you might as well be 70 with a lot of these things that people are doing. So, okay, I can get us for 1 here. Bum, bum, bum. I think I'm going to leave my land alone for the time being. I will dispute here. Gaining 2 life. They lose 2. Keeping our rat hopes alive. Okay. That's pretty cool. We really need another land, though. We just hope that we draw another land, we can wipe the board. And we have another rat behind it. I'm not going to plunder here. Yeah, I am. I'm going to plunder. Wait, no, I'm not. Yeah. We're going to draw a swamp. Ah, you jerk. Okay, let's pretty much rinse, repeat that hand. We'll plunder block, be right where we were. Or we could do it now. If we did it now, better for the block. I'll just limp on in here and we'll see. Woo! Gotta get the Ric Flair energy going up. Anybody watches UFC events anymore? Boy, it's getting pretty distracting. Just like the wave in a lot of events happens, where everybody stands up and does the wave. You get this sonic Ric Flair woo that goes around, and sometimes it gets almost, even though I like it and it makes me giggle, I get a little irritated sometimes by it. It's just like, all right, we get it. Not too much mana available to our opponent here. They do have an island, and the Birchlore is going to have something to say about that. That Vanguard's a little scary without another Snuff Out in hand. They're ruining my math with that Spider Silk armor, darn it. We'll block here. Do the exact same turn. Well, not really. Not with a Deadly Dispute. We'll plunder. Doing this. Coming out completely even. We take 2. We eat their life for 2. So they lose 2 life for attacking us. And we draw 2 cards. All right. I do like that for the Vanguard. So our dude shows up here. Fruit showing up. Where the hell is our land? I'll play... My gosh, we are flooded the first game. We've done nothing but draw cards, and things are really hiding from us. This is maddening. I'm really worried they might have, you know what. I think we just kind of stay in a holding pattern here. I'm trying to be disciplined. Trying my best. It ain't helping. We really need that mana to show up. 3 Crypt Rats. We've got all the answers. We just need some swamps, and we have drawn 2, 4, 6, 8 extra cards and not found much. Think how screwed we'd be without all that card draw. That's what we don't like to see. Wish I had a Snuff Out in hand. We don't. That will be target number 1 as we cross off the enemies of our opponent. We got what, Birchlore showing up next. Yield into that. Can't even kill the Sentinel. Birchlore showing up. We know the island's in their hand. Hey, look at me, 5 minutes ahead. Usually I'm Mr. Chatterbox and looking down and start getting nervous and start making misplays when my clock gets in the red. Woo! All right, their board's going to be a little bit bigger than ours, so let's keep things nice and small. As they're afraid. Well, we can still mow some stuff down here. Yes! 1, 2, 3. Crypt Rats on me. Yeah, we'll just attack here. And they might have that thing. Tough scenario here. Yeah, they could play Blinding Fog courtesy of Birchlow Rangers. Okay, we'll pop here. This will do, I guess, 2 here. Actually, you know what I'm going to do here is I'm going to put all of it on this guy so that if he does have Blinding Fog, he at least loses his big fatty. We know one of the cards is the island. And by doing this too, now he doesn't have enough for it. That's 2/4 mana, so we can trip this our turn. And do the last 2 here. Boop, boop. Done. More Crypt Rats right behind it. Wipe out. Woohoo. Lives are even, up 4 minutes. Rats in tow, fruits online with a lot of food, and pretty much got him at about 7 life just with our Sovereign's Bite, and we're going to go back up to 20. Okay. Yeah, it's a bit frustrating. Not very, though. Given that we've wiped the board, let's kill this out. Yeah, let's we'll slow roll this. Bring this dude out. Eat some life. No sense in showing our hand as far as Crypt Rats go. It'd be nice if we had another swamp. That way we can, outside of the Timberwatch Elf, get rid of just about everything, including our opponent's life total. Glad I was slow rolling that last turn there. Piling up everything on that Elvish, what was it, Vanguard. Kind of forced him to show his hand if he did have that Blinding Fog. So that be true, Dreamer Stango. Ooh, almost at 30 viewers. Thanks for joining us, everybody. Crazy appreciated. I'll just get rid of this dude. They're in the time crunch. I'm not. I'll just throw the 2 damage right back at Timberwatch. Could get him to 9, but Perilous Myr throws some people off, boy. It's such a good card. Prismatic don't work against it. It can block a Guardian of the Guild pack solo and just kill it. And look, this is costing him a whole turn just to prevent 2 damage, I guess. And we get rid of his trick, so probably drop a rat here and get a concession. I'll just do it. And then I'll fruit him. Crunch? I wish this had like an apple biting sound effect. Chomp. I love that art. Man, that's Rakdos City. Well, if you check out my card, I really like this brushed art from Modern Horizons 2. I won a tournament with the, what's this? The Rakdos Showstopper. What's my card say? I can't read it from here. I'm inside this thing, damn it. But I like that. I actually thought it was a D&D thing, and I was like, where's this art? And I was like, oh yeah, that's right, it's the other set. Headliner, dang it. I'm always getting stuff wrong. Okay, we'll just sit back here and drink some life. I'm going to do this main, getting rid of this, which will give us another token. So it's kind of like we didn't lose a land, but we still draw 2 cards. Oh, come on, deck. Really? I mean, I guess we could trip that for there. Oh, there's no reason to do that. We'll just chill out. Can do 4. Hopefully we just draw into another land here because, you know, I can just Fruit of Tizerus him. Ooh, long first game. Usually we're on game 2 or 3 by now. I said the stream would go to from 9 to 11 conservatively. I was like, oh, maybe we'll go to noon. Who knows? Uh-oh. That ain't good. It's got a nice big old fat reset hand. Elves can get very scary with that stampede going off. Yep, that's a nice interaction too there, Dreamer Stingle. Excuse me, Nim Chimpskey. Well, he's got the life answer. Problem is, how much do you put out? And I can just kind of wipe the board here. Ba-da-ba-da-ba-ba. Okay, Sylvan comes out. Interesting choice. Yeah, I guess you drop Wellwisher here and sit on Timberwatch for an activation to keep it alive. Never before have we needed more mana. That's if we have a lot of land, which first time this has been an issue for this deck. I used to have 19 in it, and between all the treasure tokens, it was getting a little ridiculous with Flood. We saw that first game. And of course, against Elves when we need it most, that's when we're getting a wee bit screwed. Ooh, I really like this play from our opponent. I mean, I don't like this play. I like it for us. Bringing out Wellwisher, you can protect it with Timberwatch. That's pretty nasty. I could kind of get him out, but he's only got a minute left here, so... Oh, this is good times. Yeah, we could do that. Pop for 4, and then we just... He protects it, and then we fruit him, right? Oh, no. Fruit costs 4. Alrighty. Well, I'd rather do this now, later. I guess we'll just wait. Yeah, let's just wait. Or we trip it for 0. So you got itchy fingers. You gonna activate? If anything, it takes off time, right? Okay, so now we'll just do this. For 4. Let's do this for real this time. Done. And we'll sacrifice it in response to draw some cards. Woo! That's a trap! Baba Poka! Wipe out! I'm sure I would do the same. I'd probably fall for that too when you know you've got less than a minute left. I think last time we played that white weenie build, I had a similar turn where I'm like, oh, you're just like, how do I do 16 damage in under a minute? All these activations going on. You just see your clock, tick, 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 and your brain just freezes up. Manacost.com. I feel bad for doing that, but I do it anyway. Like-minded individuals. Indeed. Okay, I'm pretty sure we're out of the woods here. All we have to do is get the fruit out of our yard. Once they drop a bog or something, but even then I could just drop the Myr and then shoot him in the face with Costly Plunder or Deadly Dispute and still... They've got a haste spell here. That would be kind of maddening because then they could gain life, but they've only got 10 seconds to kill us and their creatures all have summoning sickness, so... Are they going to die to the clock or are going to let us kill them the old school way? I think the clock's going to get them. All right. Woo! Long game. Maybe we take him out with the Myr. Oh no, we're not even going to get a chance. Clock ran out. We dropped the Myr. We'll Deadly Dispute him. Tick-tock. It's funny that this has a little tick clock built into it, and that's what ends up killing our opponents. So, woo! All right, let's see where we're at here. We have raised... Still at $85. If you can give, please do for the No Kid Hungry campaign. It's we've never done this before. We've been on streaming for about 5 years, and this is a first. So let's make it a success. If you can help out, we'd appreciate it. Good times. We'll go over the deck list here, as a lot of people join us late, which is just the Twitch way. So yeah, this is my, call it 12 draw black. Uh-oh, opponent's already showing up. We have 12 cards that do that, draw 2 cards, and this one's the best because it replenishes itself with a creature token. Creature token? What am I talking about? Food token. No, treasure token. Too many tokens lately. All right, we'll keep this on the draw. Hand's good. This is a little bit of a late game card, but it can help smooth out your tempo curve there. We take down elves. That's always a good time. Uh-oh. We got heroic. This deck doesn't like to see Journey to Nowhere unless I'm flooded. In that case, I can usually respond to things and get a good time out of it. Oh, we might as well fruit here. Whoop. Hi, give food tokens for the hungry American children. That's right. Yeah. Did a wee bit of research into it. It seems like a very legit organization. I always cast a little bit of doubt with a lot of those places because you always hear about those muckety-muck, just evil people that end up, taking the money and stuff. But it seems like it all goes to the right cause. So, from what I could tell, always got to be careful with charities. There's a lot of nefarious people wearing the mask of charity. So, yeah, this is a rough opener. We'll be fine. Let's go. Unless he gets trample on board. Depending on what I see here, I might not even block. The worst part, though, is the life gain. This deck doesn't hit that hard outside of our Tyrant's Choice. And that can be pretty hard to come back from. Okay, he's made it very clear that we need to block. He gains 11 life. It's a little maddening. I don't have any edict effects, so I think I'll still point this at a token. As it'll prevent damage moving forward. Boop, here we go. Really wish that could have hit like maybe a Seeker of the Way. They're bluffing with Emerge Unscathed. Maybe it's not a bluff, maybe they have it. I'll tell you what I need right now is a lot more than that. Well, I believe we could play the Perilous Myr combo here, but I'd rather sacrifice this to go try to find a Snuff Out. In case our opponent doesn't have it, so we'll get the Deadly Dispute out. The aggro player in me wants to just drop that Perilous Myr and kind of keep up, but I think we're going to be able to do better with this. Hey, and there's a much better target anyway. And maybe he'll use Emerge Unscathed on that. We'll draw into Snuff Out, and then we'll be back in this. Whew, what we really need now is a Crypt Rat. Would you consider not showing more of your deck to opponents? Seems like you already lost. We'll see. All we need is a Snuff Out. He doesn't have an Umbra on there, and he's hellbent now. We'll block here. We will Deadly Dispute. Oops, boop, boop. And I'm gonna go like this. We'll kill one of his good guys. We get a token, we get a rights. We still don't see you-know-who, but we can rights again. Problem is, we might be taking 11 no matter what because of that Deathblade Elite. That's frustrating. Okay, I like this a lot. We've got some options. And we've got rights in response. So let me bring this dude out. My opponent's probably getting a little frustrated here where it's just like, can my 11 just get in? That's why I'm always such a big fan of removal. I mean, evasion. This game's over if he has evasion, but probably just going to drop a Benevolent Blessing, but you can't really call artifacts on that, so we got him there too. Okay, I'm kind of just showing up everything here. That's fine. Curious. Gonna leave me with 2-turn blockers? That's interesting. Huh. All right. Which one's getting provoked? How do you provoke a robot? Be like, hey, nuts and bolts. Unless, I guess maybe it could be programmed to care about itself. Maybe it's like really advanced AI. Okay, so that one's got a block there. That's fine. Glad we got rid of the other one. What's this? It's combat damage, not damage. That's fine. It's still going to die. Block here. Block here. I guess we might as well take out another dude here. Now let's take out the Deathblade so we have another blocker. I'll do this here, sacrificing this, And we'll shoot this. Drawing 2 cards. Show me a Snuff Out. Ah, well, at least we've got another creature to block with. Nim Chimpskey, have some faith. We'll draw it. Watch this. Opponent's only got 33 life. It'd be nice if we just steamroll somebody. We've been having all these only 1 elf match so far. So. Woo, here we go. Hey! Check it out. Boop, 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 boop. And I'm not going to wait for him. I think we just hard cast it, guys. Pop. Take that, sucker. Woo. All right. Man is right. It's still got a little life cat coming back. The cat's candle got snuffed. Is the cat coming back? That bodes well as they play a land. Not much on the board now. I've always loved this heroic deck. I think it's a really strong choice in a lot of metagames, but just needs more evasion. Play more bodyguards, play more benevolent blessings, win more games. People get a little punch drunk with the gigantic stats. No good when it ends up here. Our little resilient deck coming back from the grave. Let's build up our life while we can. Bit of a slow turn here. I hate that Trailblazer. I can't really bluff my way through combat damage here. Dreamer's Dingo with the interesting observation. Well, 1 more mana. We can Sovereign's Bite and Fruit of Tizerus. Ooh, all right. Uh-oh. He's turning something sideways. We don't like that. Darn it. Well, he is playing Umbras, so maybe they're just hoping to top deck. I'm glad we drew Snuff Out in time. My goodness. That would have been crazy. We'll double block this as that'll kill the cat. I don't like Umbras to stick around in our opponent's Hellbent right now, so I'm glad to take this on here. Really only kill one of them. Which ones are going to be copper? Boom. Okay. We gain 2. They lose 2. Look at that. All that life they had, and we're going to be ahead of life next turn. We need to kill our Myr. That's pretty cool. Let's do this. I guess we do this. Just filling up our yard, getting ready for the fruit. Told ya. All right, we got him back to 20. Woo! We will kill that cat at earliest convenience. I do not want that thing growing. If it gets much bigger, it's going to be out of range outside of another Snuff Out, which isn't that great against an Umbra that's active. Come on, draw land. Play a land. Do something that isn't good, says I. 31 viewers. Thanks for joining me, everybody. And this thing's always a little slow on that uptick, so. All right. Well, that's interesting. I can block and kill that and shoot that. That's pretty cool. Or the other way. Probably makes a little bit more sense. Nah. We'll do this. Kill the cat. They will gain 2 life. That's 2 cards you don't recognize. Yeah. I was just thinking in the shower this morning about the latest sets, like 3 or 4 of them in a row now, where it's like, gosh, there's like 3 or 4 or 5 playable cards in Pauper. Like almost every other set, it seems like. That's kind of a first in my. There's been maybe 1 or 2 in a row, and then you have like 3 stinker sets come out, and then it's like a year or 2 before anything kind of shakes up. But gotta hand it to Wizards, boy. Just about every set's kind of doing something. Well, let's dispute here. Sacking our vault. Kind of pulling even with our treasure token. Filling up our hand. Hopefully something good comes of it. That's all right. It's a good blocker anyway. And I think I'm just going to keep this swamp in hand. And be nice to not have to trip it. Could have dropped the swamp. Extinguished with Fruit of Tizerus, but what? Gets him at 20 and not that impressive. So, yeah, figurative words. When Chatterstorm gets banned. Hey, can I get an update there, Little Fight or Shiraz, on the maybe the link of the charity event here? That is who we're playing for. Putting foods in kids' mouths via turning cards sideways and tapping mana. I was trying to make a food token deck. It might have been a little bit more on the nose, but oh well. We have Emerge Unscathed. Okay. Oh, they gain 1 life. We lose a creature and gain 2. I'm not too worried about this. It's just for the turn. Thank you for that, Nim Chimpskey. If you can give, please do. This is the first time we've ever done something like this. Probably won't be the last, but be quite a while before we do it again, I'd imagine. So now's the time to shine, baby. Woo! All right, might as well do something with our mana here. Boom, boom, boom. Kind of carefree with our graveyard. Fruit's really the only thing outside of our sideboard that we care about our graveyard. So. Give a little bit of a hand to the deck here. This game looked completely out of control, and we were able to kind of come back. Might not say that way, but as it sits, we're ahead on the life. I just have to stay away from Umbras and get rid of that damn cat. Okay. Opponent's got 1 mystery card in hand. Oh, it totally should have been. Take 3 here. Emerge Unscathed. I think they usually run 3 of those. But with Karametra's Blessing, it might be a little lower count. And if you can just take a minute too and share our stream or maybe our YouTube presence. Some of you know that likes Pauper. Really appreciate that. We're looking for all kinds of new viewers and such and keeping the ball rolling. Not what I wanted to see there. Yeah. You know what? I'm going to play Death. I value that cat for 1 spell. I'll say Death. I'll probably choose Torture and still lose 4 life. It's a no-brainer what creature they'll lose, and I've been wanting to get rid of that cat. They start drawing hot and that thing gets up to like a 6/6 pro black, I'm going to be in big trouble. Because most of our Perilous Myrs are in the graveyard and we can't really block with anything else. Alright, so it worked out regardless. Again, I could drop the swamp and fruit for 2, but I want to keep a mystery card up. Yeah, God, what'd they get up to? Like, I think it was 36 life or something at one point. We've been up to about 27. Oh, God dang these cats. I love the Sacred Cat. I loved it in Boros Bully. It's very hard for me to choose the Theremin Inspector over it. And I did kind of have to yield a little bit more benefit, but depending on the play style, there's always a good couple Sacred Cat spots. Plus, you play 2 of them, it's like you got 4 of them. Very good times indeed. I'm going to get some coffee and take a little bathroom break at the break, but no mistake, you won't see an empty chair here. That's not how we roll. I'll be rolling to a commercial, I think courtesy of Odin Makes, who did a real-life Bone Splitter, which is a very cool take. Okay, we'll keep our mystery card in hand. This will definitely be nailing a cat once it dies, which is cool. With First Strike, I can do a pre-damage and then take out 2. Might as well eat the fruit here. Boom, boom, boom. Yeah. Oh, I know all about that, Dreamer Stingo. I'm the one that brought it to the party. I love efficiency. So yeah, that's Shambling Ghast from the new set. We're playing 2 cards, that and what was the other one? Deadly Dispute. This card's pretty cool though, because when it dies, you kill a creature, or you pretty much make mana or artifacts, which is even better for this deck because we have so many draw spells. We have 12 Village Rites, Deadly Dispute, and the one that we've seen nothing but Costly Plunder in all the other games. All the other games. 3 elf games. But man, I think we saw all 4. Ah! It's getting maddening. Where's our Crypt Rat? Multiple activation Crypt Rat. Block here. We'll shoot the untapped Sacred Cat. I might as well not make him gain life here. Yeah. No life for you. Here we go. Ugh, man. I got blockers. Don't have much else. I really hope our opponent just draws lands. This is getting maddening here. I want to not choose my Perilous Myrs, not because I have an Earth or anything. I just want to have a visual representation that I've only got one more coming. It's very important with Seeker of the Way. Little visual cue to like, hey, don't take it. They've got to have 2 activations to keep it alive. Even protection from blank can't be artifacts. And since we only have 1 left, I'm going to ride a little more safely than I normally do. Nim Chimpskey, you're always trying an Orzhov mid-range deck. And a lot of times it's working. I'm just going to let this through, guys. I'm going to sack outlet if I draw one. You're like king mid-range. It'd be funny to watch you play Burn on a stream. Not good news for us. More cats. Good news, we got plenty of swamp, so if we draw into the Crypt Rat, we're going to be in good graces. Good grief is more like it. This is getting really ridiculous. 1, 2, 3. Done. We'll play the Vault just because we like to sacrifice it. Keep our mystery swamp at bay. So we can at least keep the cats away, but we're taking 4. It's probably more like 5 this turn. You can bring up the deck list there. I'm sure some newcomers would be like to peruse the list and go see it. I call it 12 Draw Black. Yikes, don't like this. We're 3 minutes up. It'd be funny if we double time out a person, right? Thank you for that, Shiraz. I like to come up with a catchier name, but that is what the deck does. Draws a lot of cards, but unfortunately right now, most of them are mana-based. We need some removal. I go back and forth depending on the metagame. Sometimes I like more Crypt Rats and Snuff Out on the side. All Snuff Outs, so Crypt Rats on the side, etc. Alrighty. Well, we have enough blockers here. I probably should have blocked the Seeker there. It has the potential to have more damage go through, but I'll at least get 2 life back. The only reason I did that is because we have Vault and Treasure Token down with 5 basics, so 6 really with the one in our hand. So any of our draw spells kind of, well, actually outside of Village Rites, which we haven't seen yet, so it doesn't look like we're going to be winning this one. Thanks a lot, deck. The one draw spell that doesn't use artifacts, and we do this with. I'm about to take Nim Chimpskey's advice and scoop here, but we'll give it one more draw. And I might as well play the land. The mystery card still exists. The last thimble of coffee. No! Must regenerate. Must partake. Never take my advice. Well, maybe. Well, the only good news is we're up 3 minutes. And I would really hate to have a show where we have 2 all the way to the end things. But I'm in the rarity there. I mean, so many people always chime in, and that ends up being their favorite matchups. Those real grindy ones that just go all the way. And oh, we're just dead here. All right, we'll just, unless we drew darkness, that's enough to kill us right there, even without the sacred cat. All right, so same as last time. Start off with a loss, ahead on time. Let's see what we can do. Hey, Deluxe says Verity75. I've been banishing Knack Brew, which might have potential. Feel have to check it out during the break. Awesome. Yeah, send any deck list ideas and such. Pauperganda@gmail.com. It's try to keep it to one. We've been getting kind of inundated. Sometimes somebody will get really overzealous, which is great. We love the energy, but there's 2 or 3 in particular that were sending me like 5 a week, and I'm like, guys, that's upwards of sometimes 30 lists that I'll get, and 40% of them are from 2 people, which is, I love the energy, but it's like, come on. It's just me. So if you have something you're really passionate about and really thought well about it, that's what I want to have sent to us, not this idea you came up with last night and you think it might be good. So I just kind of try to clarify that moving forward. All right. I don't like Tyrant's Choice in this matchup. I want to go really removal heavy. We've got Crypt Rats for the masses. We've got Snuff Out. I think I want to play Tragic Slip too. Can we make room for 3? Just be like some Gatling gun of removal. I'll get rid of a Rites and a Plunder. And I think I like this hand. Might want to... Syphon Life's just for burn. It's kind of a note to self. So yeah, we're going to be rocking all 4 Tragic Slips, all 4 Snuff Outs, 3 Crypt Rats, a whole lot of draw. We took out two draws, so this is 10 draw black, and we'll see if this is enough. Thank you for that, Nim Chimpskey. Yeah, Tragic Slip's such an underrated card. There's a really funny meme of a girl jumping on a swing, and she just totally flips, and there's a puddle underneath it and slams, and it's instead of the card Tragic Slip. I haven't been able to find it since, but I haven't really looked too hard, but I was cracking up when I saw that. I was like, oh boy, that person really belongs in the Pauperganda family. Ooh, nice draw. Keep. This is my kind of curve. Actually, we don't have a 2-drop, but we kind of do. I'll just play 2. Even better than 1 spell. Let's play 2. Okay, I think we'll lead off with this because it can generate some mana. Who knows? Do you need a treasure token to sack for the slips, though? The slips. Not quite sure. Thank you for that, Verdi. Yeah, Verdi 75. Your font's very dark. That's no one's fault what font the program chooses for you, but sometimes it's... Okay. I'm just going to put out our dudes that can kill cats so that encourage them to kind of build tall, and hopefully by then we draw into Snuff Out. Good target, but we've always got to be careful with Benevolent Blessing, Bodyguard, and the Emerge Unscathed. And let's not forget, well, they would have played it already, so Death Speakers, which is a 1-drop protection from black. If you could bring that up. A lot of people don't know that card. Shiraz, Little Fight, Nim Chimpskey. Not much better you can get against a black deck than Death Speakers turn 1. That's pretty awesome. Of course, they have Edicts, so... Yeah, but if you're watching this months from now, weeks, whatever, you got a good idea, that's great. We do want to hear from you. But like I said, just really try to keep it to about 1 really good idea a week or whatnot. Okay. Yeah, just attack here. I think we just attack with everything. Yeah, let's stay aggro. We'll drop the Scorpion and hold off on Snuff Out. Tempted to just go all in and kill that Blazer. I'd really like to try for a 2-for-1 here this early and having it. No problem. A little fight. We're all good. Hey, what's our total up to, man? I guess I could check, but kind of distracts from the game. Hopefully we can get to that goal. Can help out, we'd appreciate it. Huh. I am getting my finger off of the yield button. No problem, my friend. Oh, do I chance it? I think I'm gonna... I'll get rid of that. Hopefully he doesn't have, you know what? They probably do. We didn't see any of that, though. Karametra's Blessing's another option. That would kind of blow. So we haven't seen Emerge Unscathed yet from our opponent, but I guess they don't have it. We don't really... That's like a 1 for 1.5. Because It does have escape on it. I think it's just 2, isn't it? Something tiny. Yeah, that's ridiculous. It's such a good card. Sentinel's Eyes. Now we've got him on the run. At least emotionally, he thinks like, oh no, he's playing Snuff Out. Problem is, our life's really low. I'm just going to attack here. We get 2 in. Drop a Scorpion. Why, now where's our Village Rites, right? Thank you for that, Nim Chimpskey. I got $15 to reach our goal. If you don't mind giving to Feed the Hungry Kids, a little campaign thing we're running today, we would all appreciate it. I'm sure they appreciate it a lot more. It's been a rough year for a lot of people, me included, but most are doing better than those in need. So, dang it, there's another pain in the butt. What's cool is I can, no, I guess that doesn't work. I think in the first strike he's still going to gain the life, but our little Geists are probably going to have to hold back and have a lot of double blocks in our future. And you just get rid of that cat, we might have enough to pull out of this game too. Yeah, I like Blade Brand quite a bit. My youngest is just obsessed with cantrips. He'll play anything that says draw a card. He's like, anything that says that is automatically in like the top whatever of Pauper, or I mean of Magic cards. He's like, if it replaces itself. I was like, oh, that's a pretty good little observation there. We have so many creatures here. I'm gonna block. That's a little reckless, just being that, but they're gonna be almost at single digits. So put them at 7 if I don't have any other spell, and then you know, Crypt Rats maybe for 3 in the future, and that'll trip the Serrated Scorpion and the other guy, and that gets him to 1. Just trying to think ahead. Yes. I do like that, but I don't like being down on this much life. Yeah. I think we just go like this. If I attack with everything, yeah, let's attack with everything. Because I can snuff out the Sacred Cat before life's gained and then still kill it, I believe. See how this works. So that Umbra will fall off. On that 3 damage here. That'll kill that. They'll gain 1 life. They lose 2 from the Scorpion, 2 from the others. I like this play. Oh, that's right. Scorpion lives. I thought it was going to die. Boy, if we just draw another land, that would be really... Or any of our draw spells. We only have 10 left in the deck. I took out 2 to make room for extra hate. Now, at this stage, this is when it gets kind of fun. We can... if he just has 1 tall dude without evasion, we can... Oh, a little change of plans there. Opponent's Hellbent. We like that. Kaczynski. Thank you so much, my friend. Rat time wipe. Come on. I know. Vastly appreciated. Any Prime sub is greatly appreciated. We almost make 0 on YouTube because of we just play a lot of content, try to keep things fresh, and can't really monetize it much. And then when you tell it not to monetize it, and it still throws up ads. YouTube's getting pretty... I wish they had a competitor. I'm sure the competitor would end up doing that over the years too, but it would just be nice that they could have something of that persuasion. Okay, if we do that to this, yeah, There's no life gain going on. We get him for 2 here. Right? Treasure token might actually get us somewhere. Tragic slip. Okay. It's going to prevent all damage, I guess. Or not. Alrighty. That's fine. Alrighty. Nothing died. That sucks. They're at 4. Alright. This is when it gets fun, unless they start getting life. They still have the Sentinel's Eye in the yard. That does absolutely nothing against us. The only card we have is Fruit. Yeah. So it's fun to not ignore your graveyard all the more, but try to lean on it a little bit, because sometimes you get the misreads from opponents. They don't know. Maybe they think we're bringing in a bunch of stuff from the yard. But being black, it's a good call, but I like seeing it. Should have been named Fruit of the Tomb. Fruit of the Tomb. Oh, Fruit of a Loom takeoff. Making a black underwear reference for Magic. That's pretty funny. Ooh, got him running scared. Well, my goodness. Yeah, we can just do this again and again. We're just getting for 1 here. If we can kill one of these dudes, I mean, I guess we could slip it ourselves. That'd be pretty funny. Thank you for the link there, Little Fight. Remember to @PauperRBust me if there's any update on the total there. So I try to focus on my opponent here. I'm going to take 2. I'm going to take 1. That goes there. That's going to be pretty fun. Okay. Yes. This will die. This will shoot. Almost got him. We could slip. And should we slip again? Guess we might as well. Turn off their options, right? Yeah, let's get rid of that little pesky guy. Zap, zap. I'm about to write down the W. I better be careful. Rakdos what Nintendo don't. Cache override. Good call. All right. W there. As we go to game 3. Opponent's got 8 minutes. I think with all these activations, I'd be a little down on time, but so far, so good. Whoop. Skyguard. Okay. I don't know where our mana was, but I liked our plan. And Tragic Slip is barbaric against heroic, so thank you for the reminder there, Nim Chimpskey. I'm going to lose 1 plunder and put back our rights, keeping our curve nice and low and tempo high. I didn't miss having Tyrant's Choice. It's usually a token and 4. But I love that card in a lot of matchups. It really helps close the door a little bit faster. All right, let's see if we can go 2-0 here with what I call 12 draw black. Just being that we've got Tyrant's Choice, Costly Plunder, and Village Rites. So we're usually never shy on cards. Deck's been fighting us a little bit here. At 18, though, making treasures and stuff, it feels like we're playing like 20, 23 lands. Yeah, maybe 22. I'm exaggerating. All right. We like it. We got Slip. We got Rights. We got a dude, and we've got another robot dude. We'll keep this. And we've got time. Good times. I need more caffeine. Woo! Some people say no. Now, if there was a 8 Vault of Whispers allowed, I would not play it. Mainly being because of what's in our hand right now. We already saw that. I think it was game 1 where I had a vault and I was stuck at 1 land and I couldn't snuff out. But it forced me to play right because in retrospect, it probably would have been the wrong play because they dropped another Quarian Ranger if I remember right. The Lord of Tempo. Shall I do it now? I shall. I don't want 2 creatures out. That's worth 4 life. We'll have the Rights Tragic Slip combo, which feels pretty good. I'm really tempted to slow roll here. I'm just going to bring out another Ghast so I've got options. You can always choose treasure if you're mana screwed. I'm telling you, this little guy is pretty darn flexible. Like them a lot. Which is what I'll do here. I'll Village Rites, just making our land good. Kill the cat. Just try to keep the board nice and clean. I don't want him gaining life. And our deck's fighting us again. Maddening. Alright. I'll just develop here. If he drops a plane and then it's like worst case scenario, Umbra on that cat, I'll be kind of pissed off, but we've got Tragic Slip behind that with Village, even if we don't draw another land. Draw, 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 draw. 12 o'clock Black Death. 12 DB. Just try to differentiate it, because it isn't Blackburn Rovers. I mean, it's definitely based on it, and a lot of my decks have been, but is this going to happen? Did I foresee the Umbra cat play? Regardless, we've got the slip and the rights for it. All right. At this stage, I might want to do the opposite here. Thank you, List. It's nice of you to show up. Just going to attack here. Onus is on him to block. Advantage is on us. I believe I'm going to sack this dude. We'll get rid of this irritant. Okay. We'll play... I guess we'll play this. Keep up Tragic Slip. Should we kill the cat now? We do have 3 of them. Let's just do it now. It's a little... I don't want Chirametra's Blessing or something else. Maybe this will get a concession. Nope. Kind of tells them what's in our hand. So you use a slip that recklessly. It's like, I guess they didn't learn. You talk about something you don't want in your list if your clock is low. It's Relic. That is a time hog. Okay. Rights is showing up big time. This is fine. Deck's usually always got a full hand. It was funny, I was playing the Delver variant that's all blue, and it has what's that? It's like the new Ancestral Knowledge, and it had Ancestral Knowledge too. It was just going all in, and I was like 2 cards ahead of it after about turn 10 or something. I was like, take that for a mono black deck. That's pretty awesome. I was pretty stoked. Remember, folks, we're playing for this today. And if you can, click on that, rewind it if you're watching YouTube, and take a picture of it, and your phone will direct you. Can't make it more easy than that. It's good times. I'm kind of getting addicted to QR codes. Fun stuff. I want to draw cards. Care less about the devil. I'll do this. Bonk, bonk. Perilous Myr, get around a lot more things. Hey, Snuff Out shows up. Cool. Hyperlink for real life. Thank you for that, my friend. And if I've got the whole weekend open. Wife's out of town. So if you want to play some, I know we keep saying that. We keep missing each other. Your life's a lot busier than mine, but I hope mine gets busier. This is so depressing here in California because things were just starting to come back to life and seem like they're in, and then everybody's getting all like crunched back down again. And it's like, oh, that's the last thing I need. Psyche and everything else. All right, we're just going to have an embarrassment of riches here. We'll keep Tragic Slip up. We're just going to start marching in. We got a pro black spell. We can even Tragic Slip our own Perilous Myr and zap something for 2 robotic style. Let's do it. Robotic style, baby. Look at that clock just dwindle. Each activation of Relic. It's like the Emperor in Star Wars. Each activation of Relic brings you closer to the clock side. When the Myrs come marching in. Oh, I love you guys. No reason not to. Here we come in for this. Let's see. We've almost got him dead if we just snuff out and tragic slip our own guys, right? Almost. that'd be so insulting. It's like snuff out our Myr, do this, do that. Oh, he would have had that in response, and then we would have been naked. Not that that was a good play. I was not consider doing that. Gosh darn it! This guy really wants to lose on time. Litify says, I'm addicted to yet another game, but I am absolutely okay with spending a few hours of Magic. I have been keeping up with buying paper sets, but not so much with deck building. Well, that's what I'm here for, my friend. Copy, paste. Set erase. Kaboom. Delaying the inevitable. Well, I think what they've seen, or maybe they're ghosting us, and they're like, oh boy. Said anything else, it's going to get assassinated. I'll draw some more options with the Scorpion main here. Might as well. Splat. Always love this style. Get on down to single life total. Woo! Let's draw some more stuff. Good things. All right. Not bad. More damage for the party. Who doesn't like playing robots and devils? And scorpions too. I was telling my son, butchering the old paraphrased riddle about the scorpion and the toad crossing the stream. I've always loved that little thing. It's like, help me across. So how do I know I can trust you? Well, if I sting you, we'll both die. And so halfway across the stream, the scorpion stings the toad. And on their way down into the muck and death, the toad says, why'd you do that? Now we'll both die. And the scorpion says, because I'm a scorpion. Always loved that one. All right. Hiya. Attack. Which goes to show what my brothers always believed. People don't change. Kind of a rock and a hard place here. Take 5. Yeah. All right, well, let's try to snuff out here. See if we can get him to tap that spell. Then we can just tragic slip our Myrs in response. Cool. We'll kill this. Shooting here. Kill this. Now we might as well gain some life, right? Shooting here. Boom. Boom. Woo! All right, Kazinki. Cool. So we're going to be 2-0. Very similar matchups there. I'm going to go over the deck list here real quick before I roll to a commercial. Go use the restroom. Be right back with some full coffee and such. This is the list. Really liking it. Call it 12 Draw Black. If you're just joining us, it runs Rites, it runs Deadly Dispute, and Costly Plunder. We get the artifacts, main, land, and also can create artifacts and just churn through stuff, draw a lot of things. It's good times. I'll be right back, guys. See you in just a few.
Bone Splitter Axe. I'm actually very happy with how well the texture of the Bondo turned out, and I'm pleased that it stuck as well as it did to the plastic tip, because I really wasn't sure on that. Now, I'm a little concerned about the wooden shaft and the wooden point for some cons, but for most, I'm sure those will be just fine. But I think it looks awesome. What do you think?
Wow. Odin, amazing job as usual. But hey, why don't we put it back where it belongs so we can go play with it finally?
And that's how Odin makes.
And we're back. All right. This is my new baby. I've got all kinds of builds like this. I better check out that I'm still on the line. There we go. The headset's getting all confused and wired up. All right. Sorry, I had to sprint down the hallway, get coffee, go to the bathroom, come back. MTGO beta back in 2001. Yep, me too, baby. Just wish I could go back in time and change my name. So, yeah, let's go. I could discuss the deck, but we've already been over that. Just glad we haven't had any quitters today as we play 12 Draw Black, which I think is a pretty good name for it. All right. And our opponent's showing up nice and fast today, too. So it's all good. Ba-ba-ba-dum. Here we go. We've beaten elves and heroic so far. Now, I will keep a one-lander if I have Village Rites in a one-drop, but we do not. I'm going to mulligan this. Our deck's been kind of finicky for us, so we'll keep this, throw back a swamp, and be done with this. Whoop. We play zombies, robots, scorpions. Oh, yeah, because Kinsiki, that's right. That's right. They didn't have the interface. I remember being able to chat with the mods like all the time and kind of bug them about stuff. Now it's just so hard to get a person on the line. Is this burn? Burn can be a problem. Cash override. This deck has no drawbacks. Quite the opposite. It has 12. Well, seeing that we're up against red, I'll bring out a Scorpion. That's right. Oh my gosh, yeah, Dreamer Stingo. That was so clunky. That old interface just showing them sitting at tables and you'd have to actually click visually on them. And that's back when people's, everything just ran slower. All right, we're up against Burn, so finally we'll have a faster game. So we're already at 14. Village Rites will be pretty fun. I think we'll just keep the option open. In case he has Get to Lava Runner in hand, we'll be able to block it, make a token, attack, and then gain some life here. So, but yeah, back then, you needed all the bandwidth you could get. You didn't, even though they were simple animations, that turns up stuff. And now it's all text based. It's like kind of invented in reverse. I feel the same way about the Keurig machine with coffee. It's like it should have been made first, and then somebody came out with a coffee pot. It's like, look at this, once, and everybody drinks. Already almost in single digits. Floppy disk. Those are the days. All right, I respect Burn too much. I'm going to do this now to conserve our mana. Get back up to double digits. Just drawn. We'll do this. You know what? I'd rather get the tokens so that I can chew on them with these guys. I'm going to keep my Perilous Myr back in case Alchemist shows up and they do kind of a reset turn where they're trying to finish us off. Give a little time walk and drop them. That's at least what my spidey senses say. But had they drawn it, or had they had it, they would do that. Okay, so we'll do that. We'll Deadly Dispute here. Targeting our own dude. We'll make a token here. So now we got 2 tokens, so it's like 5 mana, just boom, out of the blue, and we draw 2 cards. We do not want Snuff Out in this matchup. Of course, we can just hard cast it, so it's not that bad of a card. Sure wish those were food tokens as it sits now, but we'll go from there. Well, first we're going to attack. Yeah, it's been really cool. Madison 1 joins us. Love decks with black, so I'm glad I got the stream today. Well, we're happy to have you. Thanks for joining us. If Little Fighter Nim or Shiraz can bring up the deck list, you can go right to it, download it, play it. But even better, if you want to give a little bit, as our first show in history that we're playing for charity, and we're about $15 away from our goal. So links to follow, please. Okay, let me... guess we'll do this. We can do quite a bit here, really. Yeah, I'm going to plunder here. I'll target this guy. I'll make another token. Well, we can EOT that. Well, I can't do it if I do that. But I could sacrifice the Myr. We'll try that. Might be able to do it in response. We'll still take a Searing Blaze to the face if he drops some mana, but the state of the game. We've lost every first game and then won the next two. I wonder if it's going to continue. That'd be fun. Hey, with this much mana, already sitting on it. I'm going to end up turn do this again. I'll get rid of the Fiend just in case Thermal Alchemist does show up. We'll hit him for 1. Draw 2 cards. Make another token. Yeah, we could kill we could kill it that way. Well, we're not shy on mana, that's for sure. We've only had 8 life though. So thank you for that, Little Fight, and Nim Chimpskey and Shiraz. Johnny on the spot all the way around. Woo! We like seeing that, and that's why we're drawing lots of cards so that we can stay alive. Stay alive. Sorry, I should not sing. Let's do this. So we attack. Telling you, this deck's got teeth. It's been my deck of choice this last week. Been having a lot of fun with it, just sitting around, be honest. Usually drinking a beer and getting stuff out of here via Costly Plunder and such. I think we'll keep that guy out there. That's chill. Syphon Life should be decisive here. Usually it's pretty much all I bring it in against. It's 3 cards, 2 untapped lands. I have got to kill something this turn, and I ain't going to wait around. I'm going to do it right now and choose this. Make a token. I really want to get another. There it is. Cool. As we get up to 13, feeling pretty good here. We've killed the creature. We're going to be able to pull this off. I don't know. I'll try to. Got him dead next turn. We'll have to snuff out our own dude. But thanks to those treasures, we got the mana to do it. Is this a concession? You remember, we're always talking about Ric Flair and the woo and stuff, but you old schoolers out there with WWF way back in the day when it was called that, Hulk Hogan used to do that thing where he'd go like this and lean in and wait for the audience to go wild. So does this bode well for us? Yes, but so far we won every game when we lose the first game, so maybe this will buck the trend. Who knows? Okay, we will not need Crypt Rats. Snuff Out, I like it too. We'll see it when we see it. Syphon Life comes in for sure. And Duress comes in. Oh yeah. Boop. And honestly, we'll probably lose the Snuff Outs. We have 1 Tragic Slip. I could probably get rid of that. And what else? This will speed things up, which is important against burn. This is definitely like the MVP. I could lose a Ghast, but it gives you gas. Bad joke, sorry. We don't really have too many things to target with the Footlight Fiend, so I'm probably going to focus on losing that. However, it's a creature, and I think I'll get rid of the Tizerus. We already have a graveyard mechanic in Syphon Life. Don't want to double duty it, and we want food for all of our draw spells. So in this time, I do want all 12 of my draw spells because we need to find our Sovereign Spite, which we saw last game was pivotal. And Serrated Scorpion keeps us in it too. Yeah, I think so too, Dreamer Stingo. It is. We didn't see the Alchemist, which is folly to think that we're not going to. But I usually have enough combat tricks and sack outlets that one block and like a sack of a Myr, I can take one down. And we mulliganed that game too, and we still won it against a pretty... They didn't get flooded or anything, but... all right, really like this hand. We'll keep. Got a pretty fast clock here. I'm sure we're going to be at 17 real quick, unless it's a Rift Bolt, and then we'll have a little reprieve from the Burn Governor. Ooh, looks like a little EOT magic coming our way. I'm telling you, this little guy grows on you, though. Ooh, well, rather than lead off into a Searing Blaze, let's Let's just pull something here so that way I can at least respond to something killing something next turn. All right, our choices, ladies and germs, is Needle Drop, 2 Lava Spikes, Fiery Cannonade, and a Chain Lightning. I love that he brought in Cannonade because our stuff likes to die. I'll get rid of the chain. I don't know why he didn't lead off with a burn spell with that hand, but kind of strange. I'm sure Little Fight does not approve of this burn player's tempo plays, but maybe they have a reason for it. Maybe they're waiting on that alchemist, right? All right, let's cross off the mountain. I'll make this a little bit nicer for all of you. So there's a lot of screen real estate saved when you're playing burn. Boink. Sometimes I like to take Needle Drop in those scenarios, but it'll be all right. Here we are. Okay, I'll just lead off with the Ghast here. Can Village Rites in response to just about anything. Yeah, that's true. I love doing that Dreamer Stingo. That's usually a play I always see. I remember when I was playing Boros Boli in the challenge and it got in the top 8 with it, and there was so many burn matchups where they just didn't, the burn player didn't see that, and it was like, you're dead if you do that, and they did it over and over again. It's like, I got plenty of red here. I hate seeing Needle Drop. The tempo just keeps up. It's just a Rift Bolt activation here. All right, well, at least we have a blocker. And with this, I think I'm just going to let it die. Because I'd like to kill the Lava Runner. Be nice to draw the card, but can't have it both ways. We'll block. We're almost in single digits already. It's weird playing Cannonade with a Lava Runner. Kind of strange. We'll see both sides of this little guy. He's definitely one of the worst creatures in our list, but he's still pretty good. And as heavy as I lean on artifacts, being an all-black deck, it's just been very impressive. I'm not, no joke. Gonna keep my mana up. Really need to see a Scorpion or our little Vampiric dude, but we already know that the only card, half of his hand is kind of useless, being a Fiery Cannonade, so I just give Burn a lot of respect. Like many people, I've lost to it many a times. Anyone who says differently is selling something. It usually has the initials BS. Especially lately. Burn's very respectable. Okay, we don't like that at all. Well, we know what he's got in his hand, don't we? Now, our worst spell by far is this Costly Plunder, which we're going to get rid of right now because this guy won't do nothing. I'm going to say treasure token. Ah, Dreamer Stingo, you caught me. Try to sneak it past, catch people sleeping, right? I'm going to main this one. I'm not going to be able to get past that. I want to make some tokens. I want to get some life. Huh. We have plenty of land here. I guess we'll do this and call death. Maybe they'll misclick. Now I'm going to go all in with these Footlight Fiends, hoping that our opponent doesn't see. If they play the Cannonade, it will kill everybody. Because the Footlight Fiend will hit him for one, and then the Alchemist for one. And hey, cool. I won't even need it. Sometimes I think people a little slow on the uptick with reading that card. So this way I'll only play one. Yeah, Princess Bride's a movie we often play as background music when we're playing Commander at the kitchen table or in the living room. So pretty much, I think I could probably recite that movie. There's about three or four of them like that. So he's taking his turn at deal 1 damage to himself. Always good times. No cards in hand. We'll shrink this up. Whoop. Our deck's fighting us a little bit here. We're going to be at 9. I guess I'll just bring out the dead. Boop. Come on. Damn little fiend. I keep thinking that treasure's a food token. I'm like, I can just gain 3 life. It's like, no, you can't. You fool. Can we 2-0 burn? That would be pretty impressive. You already saw what this deck sometimes can struggle against, which is something like elves because of the life game. But once you know how to play against it, what things to target, it's got gas against most decks. Opponent's hellbent. We kind of are too. We really need to see Syphon Life. We're going to start hoarding lands here. Okay. I'm just going to attack with 1. See how much I respect burn. The Dread Pirate Roberts has come for your soul. I only knew half of what that Andre the Giant was saying when you have to watch that movie with subtitles. It's like, hey, I guessed right. Look at that. We'd be at 4 life and Fire Blast food. He's probably like, dang it. It's like he knew what I was going to draw. Play to your outs, I say. All right. I don't really need this land, and I don't want his artifact damage to turn on, so I want to draw main phase here. Not that good. Not that good at all, but I can still attack. I don't think we're getting out of this game. Our Syphon Life's really hiding from us, but we can activate it twice once we draw it. We've drawn 2, 4, 6 extra cards, and it's still hiding from us. Okay. We have to draw it. Well, now we have to hope that they have a charity draw. Oh shit. Oh boy. Hopefully they block. All right. I was just going to say, I haven't punted once today, and I was sitting here chatting too much, and I accidentally do that, and my thumb was on the go for it button. Oh, well. I'm going to be really happy if he just bolts us here, because then my punt doesn't matter. He's going to scratch his head and be like, what on earth happened there? That's what happens when you host. Dang it. At 1, did he draw land? Can we still pull this off? I doubt it. Even a needle drop kills us here. Did they draw land? Are they sitting on a Searing Blaze? If they did, they'd have it. Boy, our deck is not doing us any favors. I thought I had done this and then yielded, but what I had done is say attack all and then yielded. Chittering Host. There's no way we're getting out of this, guys. They have to just draw land, maybe land. Oh, the drama's killing me. The good news is I'd still be at 3, and against a burn deck that's just about as the same as 1. It's already played 2 needle drops, so interesting. It's a reprieve from the burn governor. Take that, sucker. Okay. We'll do that. I'll target that. Come on, Syphon. Syphon, Syphon, Syphon. Ah, this is maddening. All right, I will attack with both. Come on, draw lands, draw lands, draw lands. I should have only attacked with 1 there in case he does draw another Lava Runner, then he can come at me with both. All right, we have all the food in the world when we draw Syphon Life. We've got 2 of them. We've drawn about 8 cards extra. Attention mounts. Yeah, we can't keep this kind of luck up. They have to have a spell by now. Yep. Okay, good on you. Let's just see how far away that was. I already wrote down an L for this matchup. That was like 3 minutes ago. Draw a card. Well, there is life there. 2 cards away. Okay. So our opponent really doesn't have any idea what we're playing, which should be expected. I think we're boarded right. I'm just going to submit. Let's go. And as we wait, remember we're playing for this. So if you can, please rewind, click on that link, even if it's at a later date. I'm sure it all goes to a good cause, feeding the kids via gaming. And let's see what our update's up to as we wait for our opponent here. Refresh. We were at 85. We are still at 85. All right, 15 away still. Hopefully we get there. As we play Burn in Game 3. Man, everything's gone to Game 3. Let's play first. Decks like this, man, just can't get enough of. We have Duress. Cool. We have Draw. Cool. We got Removal, kind of. Yeah, we'll keep it. Lead off with Duress. And hope we can make a big mess. Pop. Yeah. Ooh, what do we have here? Oh, I'm so glad he's playing Cannonade. That is awesome. I think we just take Pierced here. Yeah, I'll take Pierce. I don't like that clock mentality. That'll add up to like 9 damage over time. We'll leave this up. I really hope we get to our goal. That was maddening. The links that they were giving us for that, like they would stop working like one day in, and then the next, it was just like, God dang it. It's like, I'm sitting here trying to make graphics. I had to redo them all. Go back, re-edit all these like social media posts and go back on Discord and edit and stuff. And so, yeah, hopefully all of them are working. Okay, we have this, that, and the other. We know he's got Searing Blaze. Oh, you know what? I'm not gonna play around it. I'll walk right into it. We'll take 3. He'll take 2. Fine by me. If he doesn't do it, my Deadly Dispute. Grab this off. Here comes Searing Blaze. Probably. Nope. Okay, cool. Well, we're going to get 2 cards out of it. And a damage. Alrighty. Attack. Oh, go like this. Trying to encourage him to use that Fiery Cannonade. It's just going to help us. I'm going to draw 2 cards, get 2 more mana sources, and it's going to cost him his turn. We really need to find Syphon Life. I don't know where it's hiding. Go to 14. We'll probably be in the single digits if he draws well here. That's true, Dreamer Stingo. Regardless, we would still take 3 if you drop the land. I think it's kind of tough decision here. Gotta keep my finger off the yield button. Well, that's unexpected. Okay. We'll just do this in response and not gain or not lose any life. Draw some cards. Hey, we got some life now. Cool. Well, that went well. Got to be maddening. They take their whole turn, do that, and then smack. Okay, let's do this. Let's attack. Tyrant's Choice here. No, I'm going to sit back. That's the other thing too, with 12 spells that do that, your opponents can kind of start feeling like, dang it, I just keep walking into these like 3-for-1s that I think are beneficial moves at first, and you wouldn't know unless you're playing with Glasses of Urza, which I don't recommend. All right, come on, what do we got? You're going to finally drop that useless Cannonade? Build up our resources. Yeah. People have favorite cards sometimes, and they fall for stuff like that where they're just like, oh, that'll do 2 and cost tempo. And there's, you know, imagine if we just drew Vault of Whispers, you know. It's a good thing. That's why I've always leaned on playing Rogue. One, it's fun as hell. It's twice as satisfying when you win with your own list instead of some copy-paste mess. And the other main thing is that happens. Your opponent's just like, what's going on here? So this is an interesting scenario. If I drop that and he goes all out with the Fire Cannonade, which is going to, at knee-jerk response, you're going to be like 3 for 1. Then he'll take 4. It'll get him to 4. I'm tempted to do that. We've already got a treasure token. Let's do it. Yeah. What's your cannonade now, mister? I really like it too because it's going to have to be his whole turn again. Well, let's go. Yeah, we drew 2 cards, saved 2 life, and made a treasure token. Not bad. In a removal heavy format, which Pauper certainly is, it's a pretty good call. So we know what the 3 cards are in his hand. I don't know why he's sitting on that blaze. It's funny, from turn 1, knowing our opponent has Fiery Cannonade, we're like, what? Just keep dropping stuff. It's like, go ahead, take out our team, watch what happens. Think I'm going to save my hand for the spell that doesn't seem to like me today, Syphon Life. I go for 3 here. Odds that he top decks that 5. I've got to attack here. Painful Cannonade, that's right. Yeah, if he lets us go much further, it will be 1 more damage, and he can't kill our stuff. Do we pull off the miraculous win from behind? Actually, we won from ahead. We lost the middle game. It'd be nice to 2-0 today, but hey, we haven't lost yet, so that's good times. Come on, turn that treasure into a food token. Well, yeah, let's attack first. Get him to 3. Now I can't kill stuff. That Cannonade's just a useless card. Searing Blaze, Cannonade. I guess we get rid of Searing Blaze. Let's see, he has 3 cards in hand, so 2 Cannonades in that. This is when I just love this. Just love this list. You're dead. We'll make a token. We'll shoot you in the face. As we go to 3-0 with 12 draw black, baby. Woo! Just gonna jump right into the next one. Propaganda hype. Thank you for that. Raven 09. Or, yeah, 094, sorry. I wish I could make all the fonts just really bright yellow against my black backdrop there. So, oh boy, everybody's just showing up. Lickety split. Oh, I have done that. Oh, curious. Since I've got the chat to bounce things off of, regarding my my little side project, has nothing to do with Magic, the podcast that I'm launching in October. If you were to look for spooky videos, mysterious videos, I'm kind of answering my own question, but what are the first words you would type in? I would like to know. I know, obviously, mysterious, spooky, creepy, those kind of things, but things I may not be thinking about. We'll keep this a little bit flooded, but I'll be all right. Not sure what we're up against. Hey, oh wait, is this elves again? It is. We don't really have an answer for that early. It's gonna be like turn 4. They might be at 30 life by then. Yuck. We don't like this. I'll keep them guessing. I like to play this first sometimes because people can overboard. Maybe they've got what is that, Gleeful Sabotage in their sideboard options, and they're like, oh, because that'll stick out in their mind like a Vault of Whispers, and then kind of forget that, yeah, it's only 4 of them. Let me see. Paranormal. That's a good one. I just got to write these down. Paranormal. Yeah. Cryptic. I'm just looking for, I'll be dead honest, just clickbait. It'd be nice if I can just nail the 3 little words that they allow you, and it leads the most traffic to me. So, Crippy D? Campfire? I think I'll ignore that one. Creepy pasta. Okay. Got 2 good ones and 2 ones I think I'll ignore. Okay, well, we have removal. Might not come soon enough. As our hand is full of draw spells. Cryptozoology. I think that's a little too cerebral for the masses. In fact, one of the best things I ever did was I was looking, this is like a year or 2 ago, and I had the Apple remote, and I did speech thing, and I said Pauper, and it always said Popper, and you could not enunciate enough. It's like Pauper, and it would still come up Pauper. And so I've always tagged my videos since then with Pauper, like Popper, and then I spell it correctly if somebody types it in. But note to the wise. Gotta reach for the bottom. That's the lesson in that. Come on over. I'll block. Let's dance. Tough decision on what to kill here, but I'm going to probably lean on the Hexxen Warden. No! This is one elf match I don't think we're going to win if they... Yep. Crack! Let's start the game again. Nuts. Come on, Crypt Rat. We've got 2 of them. We've got 6 draws in our hand. This is getting out of hand. Of course, that's what happened the first game. Bam. Alrighty, let's see if we can pull this one off. I'm going to have to draw pretty sharp to get out of this. There's just too many creatures going to be hitting too much. Oh, that's cool. Thank you for whoever did that from the subreddit. I appreciate that. It's not me. If you see something on Twitter or Reddit, it's not us. Unless it's just a relink to a video. Any support appreciated. It's nice when people give back. We're always sharing good stuff. Well, it should have upvotes because we haven't lost yet, but probably speaking too soon. This looks very tragic indeed. I think we get a free attack here. If he blocks, same result. Most people don't want to block a time bomb, which is very understandable. Now, Deadly Dispute, I could pull off. We've already dropped our mana. You know, I'm actually going to Village Rites here. We'll shoot the life gainer. Draw the cards. I just want options. I want to be able to play that Tragic Slip no matter what on the priest. Okay, that's pretty cool. Let's play the Fiend so he doesn't want to ever attack us, and we can kind of do the same stuff next turn. Oh, Downshifted Rare put a link to the show. Well, shout out to Downshifted Rare. Thank you for helping support us. I, for one, greatly appreciate it. The one Tragic Slip we have main. Gonna find a home and leave a green stain. Splat goes the priest. Ah, it's another one. Hate when that happens. Come on, Plunder or Deadly Dispute. Let's find a rat and end this thing. How dare they draw more cards than us? That'll end next turn. So I'll probably kill the priest again. I don't know, maybe I should wait on that. Nope, that makes the decision very obvious indeed. Let's attack. I love this. Just like, don't block it. It's on fire. It's got cooties. Whatever you want to say. Boom, boom, boom. Plop. Splat. Bing. I know, Dreamer Stango, you'd think we're losing every game with the way our deck's been treating us, but we've been able to stay ahead of it. Curious. Maybe I do this. I think this is the play, and we just sit back. I want to be able to respond. Things like a Gatling gun of removal. Feels like every one of our spells is like Fume Spitter-esque, or maybe like a Flame Jab. How many of you know that card offhand? Dun dun. It's a quiz. Oh, hello. I think I'm just gonna block here. I'll 2-for-1 this. Yeah, we don't need to draw. Let's kill that. Happy to do that. What do we have here? Okay. Well, I know what that robot Myr's hitting. Splat. I ain't even going to wait to block on this. I do not want him to come up for air. Bonk. Boom. Pow. Zing. And it has no right to, Dreamer Stingo. I mean, think of all the cards we've been drawing, right? It's maddening. We're out of tricks, so I'm just going to fill up the board with little dudes here. We'll call black. Bring this up. This deck recovers pretty well. That felt really out of hand. I thought just like the first time, I thought we were going to be completely buried, but tends to get there. A lot of spot removal, a lot of hidden removal. Doesn't look like much. As we stare down rats, it's pretty intimidating. You know, it's been a little frustrating the last month or two. I design decks that are okay against Storm, sometimes really good, and we never see it. I think people just auto rage quit against them, and that's probably why. Our opponent's really hurting for mana here. This is going to just be a game of holding out. I'm going to try to trick out that Vanguard. 1, 2, 3. No reason not to. Bonk. Might get a concession here. Or not. Or maybe. Maybe I do need to run 4 of those main and 4 Syphon Life, even though we're drawing 12 cards all the time. You know, if I do that, he's going to want to attack. Of course, he's probably going to want to play cards. I think I'll just do it. A lot of people miss, too, that the Footlight Fiend trigger goes on the stack, and so sometimes you can take down some pretty big prey with the Crypt Rats activation killing its own dudes, and the Scorpion gains us our life back, or at least a percentage of it. Don't know if I like these lands. What's the vote? Kind of a little... That'd be cool to see in the middle of a full moon evening. But again, shout out to Downshifted Rare for helping us out in places where we don't exist. But Pauper does. It's nice to know. We've got a few paladins of Pauper. Me and my alliteration. Sorry about that. I'm just obsessed with it. Bonk. Arbor Elf showing up. Bonk. How many more for ones are we going to get here? I'll trip it. I think we'll take this. No, we won't. I'll just shoot. 1, 2, 3. Let's go. I could just pop that for 1, but the presence of that and that, we're just going to zap. Boom. Actually, I should not have done that. Don't know if that messes with the tricks later on, so there we go. They attack with everything, lose the team, so do we. We gain some life out of the deal. Well, this isn't looking too good. Thank you for that, Nim Chimpskey. Keeping the dream alive. We got $15 to reach our goal to feed the children. First time I've ever played for a cause. Feel pretty just. We'll say torture. Because we're playing Crypt Rats and there's one more left in our list. We have a lot of cannon fodder. We will leave the Mystery Swamp in our hand. Hope our opponent is really mana screwed. Or not mana screwed, elf screwed. Pretty hard to do in an elf deck. Not what you want to see. Followed by don't be a... Yeah, that or the Sentinel is the two I didn't want to see, but okay. Oh, come on, deck. Don't start doing this to me. When I need lands, you don't give them to me, and when I don't need them, you keep shoving them at me. I've got 2 targets for everything other than a Village Rites, which I've only got 3 of left in the deck. Uh-oh, this is getting grim quick. Well, you got a top deck like a Crypt Rat here, Snuff Out. Pending. Interesting. I don't think that 1 extra damage would be worth, because you would get it if he had a 1-drop, which he's got to have. You tap the Elf, the Timber Watch and the Birch Lore, you still attack for 4, and then you develop more. I find it hard to believe they don't have another 1-drop. I believe it will. Might as well tap both of these. Grab a land. Costly Plunder. The worst draw spell we're running, but it's still an instant. Playing it main here. We drew the one thing we don't really want. We're pretty dead here. We have to hope that he kind of draws dead, goes ape, we're still alive, and this is tapped, and then we can... Do we even survive with a Crypt Rat? I don't know. I don't think so. In case we do, though, I want to have lots of ammo. Oh, thanks for that, Nim Chimpskey. It would... If we get there, we get there. I'm sure it'll happen at some date. It would just be such a nice little ribbon on top of the show to get there and celebrate at the... I don't know what, in about 2 more games. Oh, I better write down 1 more game. 1 more game to go. This is game 1 against Elves. Seeing a bit of a resurgence online. Dun, 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 dun. Oh, our deck hates us. Okay, off to game 2. This is exactly how game 1 went against Elves, or round 1. We ended up pulling it off, bring in all the hate. It's hard to negate. Here we go. Crypt Rats in, Snuff Out in, this in, Tragic Slip in, Tragic Slip in, Tragic Slip in. And now, what did we take out? I'm going to lose a Plunder. I'm going to lose... I think I'm going to lose 2 Plunders. I want these. Oh, and it was Tyrant's Choice. That's what I got rid of. Yep, that's how I roll against it. Actually, I'll lose... Well, of course. Maybe the Rites instead of 2 Plunders. I'll go 1 and 1. Still have 10 draw spells that equal 20 cards extra that we're going to be drawing, which will hopefully find us the 3 Rats, the Snuff Outs, and now a full set of Tragic Slips. Oh, maybe this Fruit could go. Will it let us? Nope. You ever want your opponent to speed up, just make a change at the last minute, and fate will never throw you a bone. Yeah, we want to play first. All right. There's the card we didn't really know too much about. We'll keep this. Not the best hand. I'll lead off with a Fruit here. Get our graveyard going. Yeah, we did that little fight in game 1. You put 3 damage on the stack, or I think that's what it was at the time. It had 1 more floating, and then sack it to itself. It still does the damage. You draw 2 cards. It's a pretty rude little move, and in a mono black deck, it's a nice thing to do. I'm going to start things early here, just in case our opponent's mana screwed, and I'm just going to try to play out tempo here and hope I'm guessing right. A lot better targets, but a lot of times Elves will keep hands like that just because of that. Ugh, man, oh man, come on, guys. We have the Rats, we just need the rest of the food, and because I have a Tragic Slip in hand, so I think I guessed right. Cool. If I can kill that, it might really stultify his mana. what to do here. Why not just bring out the rat? Bring out the rat. Ha! Guess he could have gut shot, but I just like the psychology it goes up against. It's like, okay, now I got my mana. Oh, do I really want to overdevelop here? Just let them rinse the board for the sake of losing one life. And then when they slip out the fatty, we tragic slip it. Yep, get the slow roll here. Okay, we'll bring this out. You know what? I'd like to dispute this right now. We'll have a tragic slip ready to go. All right. Do we need it? Let's attack. If he has any sort of untapped surprise, we can at least tragic slip in response and give it a nice -13. That's pretty cool. Change of plans. I think I'm just going to drop the Ghast. Boop. I can at least plunder that. Get more mana. Yeah, I probably want to keep that tragic slip for the big fatties. Either Vanguard or Lizalana, or it's one of the first times I've ever said that right, or the other. I said attack here. He blocks the rats. I Costly Plunder this in response. Make that a -1/1. That'd be pretty fun. Might be a little too cute. Let's see if it works. The robot spreading the truth, baby. Ooh, he ain't falling for nothing. Look at that. I think we just wait here. And remember, all our draw spells are instant speed, so we've got options. We got options, folks. Let me plunder this. I'll make this die. And I'm feeling extra cruel, so I'm just going to do this. It might get a concession and we go to game 3 really quickly. Let's draw 2 cards. Rat beats. Rat beats. Let's do this now. Yeah, we'll just slow roll this. Can at least activate, keep him from tempo plays. Keep biting him via sovereigns. Slipped into a slip. Waste of rats. They're attacking, ain't they? Do I just slip here? I think I'm gonna. I want to keep dinging him. Bonk. Dun, 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 ba-da, da, da. 1, 2 with the bite. Chomp. 2, 4, 5. Oh yeah, typical. I missed the. Yeah, we'll just activate it next turn. Going a lot like the first time. And why people click through these in decks that are kind of heavy on the lands here. I could play the Scorpion, but we're just going to activate for 5. Go to game 3. Done. Yeah, we can still play our Scorpion if he's got a response. Whoop. Hey, all right, game 3. That's just like the first round. It was like we lose and then we come back with just too much hate. I'm gonna bring in the rights and lose a plunder, switcheroo, just for the tempo play. Actually, we're gonna lose the fruit. Back goes in plunder. So we've only lost 1 draw spell. Let's do that. Yeah. Yeah, that little zombie's growing on me. I was a little bit, what's the word? Felt almost like PauperRBust. I was like, I'm not going to play that. And then I was like, wait a minute. I need little guys. I need quick removal. I need stuff that doesn't care if it dies or it actually wants to die. And I need artifacts. And I was like, what am I thinking? We'll keep. Clunky hand, not going to lie. We're a bit flooded. This is the kind of hand that we're going to just draw lands from here on out, and it's going to really piss me off, but it shouldn't happen statistically, so I'm going to roll with it. We will start with a swamp so that I have actions. Our Footlight Fiend will be doing some work here. I don't believe I'm going to get too reckless with that Quirion Ranger. Yep, right on cue, our deck gives us yet another land. We're really going to have to savor that Snuff Out unless the rest of our deck starts showing up and stops handing us swamps. Of course, when Crypt Rats does arrive, we're going to have plenty of food for it. But being game 3, I'll take this trade any day. Splat. Yeah, I like that too, Dreamer Stango. A lot of times it's surprising how often that is what I want it to do. I wonder why they didn't use the Force ability there. Well, hey, at least it's not a... Okay, no more lands for the rest of the game. I'll be fine with that. Saving that Snuff Out for Lizalana or a Vanguard, or in a real big pinch, a Nettle Sentinel. I have a strange suspicion our opponent's overboarded and they're waiting on tricks instead of just being the problem. But what do I know? Tap, untap, maybe play Spider Silk. That's probably my guess here. Oh, no. Mana's not the problem. You don't have that many elves. Ah, come on, deck. This is getting ridiculous. I'm going to put this out there as bait. If they overboarded and want to blow up an artifact, I'm fine with that at this point. I'm going to be able to hard cast Snuff Out next turn. That's never a good sign. Cast turn 1, sack growth turn, bone picker. Nice. Lucas Scratch with the Golgari Tech in the chat. Nice one. Yeah, there's some pretty cool little combos with that little guy. He's nothing to snuff at. Let's check our little total here. See if our fundraiser is going any higher than 85. Nope, still at 85. Got one more game after this. Hopefully we can get that last $15 donated and feed the children via gaming. That's a pretty cool world. Now that deserves a Snuff Out. God Ubosmish. I think that's, I'm just saying it quickly. Hopefully I get it right. But yeah, I am loving this list. I'll play this. And do I snuff out here, or do I just let him gain 3? Ah. The big dude shows up. I'm going to let him gain the life, darn it. Ah. Good morning from the Philippines, says Zakros. I'm sorry. Watch the video stream on YouTube. What are we playing? We've got the list right below there. I call it 12 Draw Black. We haven't lost yet, but this Well-Wisher might have something to say about that, as we are really flooded this game. It has 12 draw spells and a lot of creatures that don't care about their life. They actually want to die, and we usually draw 2, 6, 7, 12 cards. And ooh, Shirazman getting ready to burn. Must be fun to be a dyslexic. Sometimes it is. I say, I've had some Scrabble games that get very interesting. I always tease my family when we're playing. I'm like, I don't even have to move the letters. Okay. Oh, good God. I just can't get over. I just want to attack into this. He's not going to want to block it. I got to kill this thing before this stuff gets out of hand. At least we don't have to pay life for it, but our opponent's gaining so much life. It'd be so cool if we draw a rat, because then it's going to feel like we baited him to go all in here. Ah. That's right. Yeah, the specialty. Sending it all the way from the Netherlands and going for broke, baby. I'll keep it back. Maybe I should attack there. I'm not sure. 11 minutes. One of us is going to win. I don't think it'll be the time. At least I hope not. Oh, don't like seeing that, especially with that active priest on board. Man, I need ways to kill my stuff. All I keep drawing is lands. Bit my fault keeping a 5-lander. I was just expecting we would draw into more options. This is going to be a brutal turn. I don't think we're going to... I think this will be our first loss of the day. Oh, really, Nim Chimpskey? You know, I had a few of those too. There's so many white borders at the time. I didn't hate them so much back then, but as my collection grew and they, you know, before sleeves and stuff, and the edges got all nasty looking, and you have to scratch them with your fingernail to kind of clean them off. And ugh. All right, this is getting ugly. We need a rat, and we need it now. Please attack. That Timber Watch is making me nervous. Okay. I don't know what to kill, right? You know what? I'm going to keep our creature... Should I kill it now? I'll get a free attack out of it. I think we'll obviously take down the Well-Wisher. He'll probably act in response to that. Hopefully we draw some sort of tragic slip or something. You've been thoroughly brainwashed. It makes me happy. Yeah, nag at it long enough, it'll happen, right? I've got so many targets I want to hit with this, but I'll take out the Well-Wisher so we at least have a little ray of hope. We know a Timberwatch elf is in our future, which really bodes poorly for us. But this Deadly Dispute, unless it shows us 2 lands, is going to be doing some work, hopefully. Maybe a Crypt Rat would be really nice. Give me a Crypt Rat. Give me a Crypt Rat. Give me the Crypt Rat. Oh, you jerk. Come on, man. Well, at least it doesn't want to attack, but I'm still going to gain a life. Good lordy. Yeah, Jitter Rats is a fine card in a lot of decks, but I beat that horse to death. I just think it's another reason why Black doesn't really seem to get anywhere in the tournament scene. It's just very stuck in its ways and nobody's innovating. I think because they just are stultified thinkers when it comes to that. The curve is 3 chunky. Is that a word? 3 chunky? Good times. Anything but a land. I should have clarified that. Well, he might not want to attack here. We'll dismiss this as we don't know what else is there. So our opponent just keeps gaining life. We might need options. I'll bring this out. We have, what is it? We're 16 cards in and we have half of the land in our deck. So if we lose this one, it's a little bit my fault for keeping. I do want the rats to be activated multiple times sometimes against elves, so I had that in my favor, and we have so many draw spells, but then we just kept drawing swamps, which is mathematically not something that's supposed to really happen. We got him running scared. Oh, maybe I'm missing something. Why the 4 vault? Oh, we've got all kinds of draw spells in this. Deadly Dispute, what's the other one? Village Rites and Costly Plunder. We have 12 draw spells. That's why I call it 12 draw black, but unfortunately, all we're drawing is lands right now. That'll help a little bit. Not very, though. We're just dead if he goes all in here. Gotta keep feigning like I have some trick and I'm waiting for some nastiness. Soapbox clocks. I've considered running white border basic and EDH for fast searching. Yeah, that's a valid point. Thanks for joining us and for chatting and joining us there. So I know Ron Onzi. Is there a PauperGanda Discord? There is not. There's only one of me, and I was on Discord early, but really we're on YouTube, we're on Twitch, and we're on Facebook. I share a lot of deck lists there and stuff, and I just can't. Everybody's like, you should be on this, you should be on that, and I'm just like, oh my god, it's just not enough time. Oh my god, this deck. I shouldn't say this deck, I should say this draw. This is driving me nuts. I'm just going to hold on to this just so they think I just got a ton of tricks in my hand. As we sit here and have over half of our lands in the under 20 in the first third of our deck. This is maddening. He could just kill us if he used Urza's glasses. I'm not looking to time him out. I'm looking to beat him. That Well-Wisher's long dead. We'll kill this until we see another. I'm dreading this attack. Come on, pull the trigger. Or don't. Please don't. I'd love for him to just wait around longer. Okay. We will block here and block here. Okay, I'll choose a ranger and probably another ranger at this stage, right? I'll say both rangers. He's just going to be able to keep him alive, but whatever. 10-10. 10-10. At least if we top deck a Crypt Rat now, we might have some options. Paupernada. Oh, I've got Deluxeicoff's Den of Evil on Discord, which has all of like 2 people, me and Little Fight. We were on Discord in the very early days. I talk about it in the last interview I just did. Going to be on the common podcast on puremtgo.com. Commoncast. I forget the actual moniker of it. We talk at length about kind of social media, and there's just so many. You know, it's kind of like a paint explosion. There's just so many places to be, and if you're one person, I've often said I felt sorry that one time I met the professor and he was just living on his phone, and it was just like kind of like a slave to Twitter and everything, and I was like, hey, no thanks. Yeah, pauperganda@gmail.com. Not to sound like an old fogey, but I really like Facebook because I can take a screen grab. You get a visual representation. People can list stuff. I can write ad nauseum about the list. People can copy paste it. It's just a pretty cool place. Our community tab on YouTube. I share a lot of insights and just new deck stuff showing up. Yeah, we're dead here. So it looks like we won't go undefeated, but we still got one more round after this. This is ugly. This is where Elves is supposed to sit. But we're still going to test draw and see how far away our Chittering Rats was, right? Boy, how do we want darkness now, right? Boink. Oh, either Litify, Shirazamon, or Nim Chimpskey are all our mods / co-conspirators. Just going to let me live? How'd that happen? Really wants that Quarian Ranger to live. Bit of a punt by our opponent there. Come on, Crypt Rat. We might draw one here. Since this is the last turn, this is a bit reckless. Unreal. Another land. We can at least, I think we can survive another turn. Oh, no problem there, Zarkos. You know, not everybody can't regenerate that guy. I've done that many a times. Timberwatch still dies. Yeah, I think they overboarded, but we're going to take a beating this next turn. I don't even know if we can activate rats, but no, like I said, it's just for the good cause. Another reason I'm not even running my little support thing. I don't want to mix messages. Usually I'm asking for the dough, but it's nice to be part of something bigger than myself. I am groaning too, Lucas Scratch. I like playing elves, and I think I'm pretty good at it. But maybe he's been traumatized by the Crypt Rats activation lockout last time and doesn't want to overextend, but the price of losing the game here. Woo! We're next to dead. We'll be in the singles here. It's hopefully enough to activate. Crunch. 6 is good. Opponent's hellbent. Come on, Crypt Rat, if you're ever going to show up. Halfway through our deck list. No more lands. No more land. You're all witness to this. This is beyond ridiculous. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. There's only 8 left in my deck, and we have almost 40 cards left. Unbelievable. All right, quit and show. Concede. Reveal hand. I hate giving the win to plays like that. Let's draw card 2. We'll reveal. We'll draw. That would have got us 2 cards. So this is still our next draw. No. And then we draw for the turn. Good grief. Oh, thanks. Another land. That's nice. Wow. Our Crypt Rats were in the bottom sections of our list there. So, well, we won one of those, but whatever. Hey, guys, I got to use the restroom, get some more coffee. I'll be back for the last round. Don't go anywhere. And unlike other streamers, instead of staring at a boring, empty chair, I roll to commercials. Here we go.
Hello, I'm Wiki Bear. What's your name?
Conan O'Brien.
Conan Christopher O'Brien, American talk show host who once made an uncredited cameo appearance in an episode of How I Met Your Mother?
Wow. Yeah, that's a kind of unknown fact. I'm surprised you knew that.
I can answer any question you have. I'm Wiki Bear.
Okay. All right, here's a question. What children's character has a cat named Custard and a horse named Honey Pie?
Checking now. The answer is Strawberry Shortcake, who actually started out as a greeting card illustration in 1977. Yay!
Wow. I didn't know that. That's very interesting.
You know what's even sweeter than Strawberry Shortcake? The Boston molasses disaster of 1919, when an exploding storage tank caused 2 million gallons of sweet, sticky molasses to flood the streets and kill more than 20 people and their horses. Giddy up!
Yes, I am aware that did happen. That was a terrible tragedy, but I don't think kids want to hear about that.
Many people tried to flee, but became ensnared in the molasses and drowned.
Yeah,
Glug, glug.
I don't think that's something kids want to hear about.
Imagine gasping for air, only to have your lungs fill up with thick, sugary syrup. Yum, yum.
No, not yum, yum.
What a sweet, sweet death.
No. Okay, let's change the subject, Wiki Bear, okay, to something really nice and happy. Who wrote the famous children's book, Good Night Moon?
Margaret Wise Brown wrote Goodnight Moon in 1947. In this classic bedtime story, a little bunny says goodnight to everything he sees in his bedroom. Yay!
Okay, that is absolutely right. My kids love that book.
Conan, you know who didn't have a good night? The late R&B singer Johnny Ace, who back in 1954 accidentally shot himself in the face with his own gun. Kablammy!
Okay, I didn't know about that. No, I didn't.
One witness said Johnny was drunk and playing with his pistol. His last words were, "Gun's not loaded, see?"
The Marilogia. If you are going to drink like a wizard, then you must release the beast.
Marit Lager. Crack the ice and release your beast. Available at all fine Sinclair superstores.
Worm would like to remind you to drink responsibly.
Hey everybody, welcome back. PauperGanda, last game of the day. Fortunately, we beat elves, and then we lost to it, so we're not undefeated, but we're going to try to go for one. Technically, as we look at our hand, we're on the draw, but we don't have... See what just happened? Super flood, and now our next hand is this. If I wasn't on a stream, I'm positive I'd have 2 lands, and everything would be smooth, but we're going to mulligan this. And now we're flooded, but I will keep this because I can throw one of these back, and we'll say done. Boop-a-doo. Thank you for that, Raven094. Sometimes people don't get it because we're so different. I always thought it's kind of boring to, hey, interesting. People just leave for minutes at a time and you just see a black screen or whatever, but try to make this more of a TV show. It's lost on some, but most get it. Yeah, wish I had a link to our commercial playlist. I highly recommend you just get a thing of popcorn, sit back, fling it onto your TV, and if you're new to PauperGanda, check out all of them. There's almost 50. There might be 50. It's a lot. It's crazy. We'll get our 1-drops out of the way as we can. And that's the list. But if I could find the playlist for our commercials, I'd appreciate it in the chat too. One of our mods there. Thanks for helping me out today, guys. You've been a big help. Again, we're playing. We only got, I think, $15 to go. Let's see if anything's happened. Yep, still stuck. 85. Trying to get to 100. Gaming to feed kids. You cannot ask for a more noble cause than that, says the great Inigo Montoya. Yeah, first story was better. Too many Princess Bride references. Some of you get them. Right, Dreamer? Alright, if that's not worth 4 life, I don't know what is. Get out of here, Mr. Tempo. That's our job. Bum, 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 bum. Yeah. Alrighty. I guess we'll sit on this. Do this. I'm tempted to just throw this up right now, but this, Inigo. Yeah. Down comes the Seer. I better not lose to this. Don't see this deck too much anymore. In theory, we've got a lot of weapons against it. But Delver can just get there, especially when it's all blue. Kind of like an all-in version of it. Haha, look at that. Alright. I think it might be worth the tempo play here to trip the Scorpion EOT here. I got halfway through the book and I just stopped reading it. Not that it was bad. I just stopped reading it. I'm gonna go look for options here. Get 2 of our life back. Old school build with that, eh? Pretty cool. Alrighty. We've got a lot of draw options here. Yeah. I'll do this while I have options as far as no days in the format anymore. Okay. We could do 2 here. We could do Tyrant's Choice. I could plunder again. That'd be pretty reckless. I'm going to favor the life gain here. Opponent's playing a pretty aggro style of build here, so let's almost click on myself. Sovereign's Bite myself. You'd have to have a really flexible neck and a long one too. I was just watching replays of Naruto with my youngest. He's starting the series, and that, what was it, Onomurachu, the guy with the super long neck that gets kind of ridiculous. He could do it. Do they always have multiple ninjas? It seems that way. But now let's look. After a ninja activation, we're still ahead on cards. Definitely not tempo, though. Deck's kind of fighting us today. But I don't think I'd change a darn thing about this list so far. I really like it. We'll bring this out. Bring this out. It's got to have sprites by now. Guess it's worth it to just draw the 2 cards. Next turn we'll hit them for 7 via the bite choice, but there might be a sprite that has something to say about that. I really like the old Mezzo build with the Phantasmal Bear from, like, you know, 08. That's what we're staring across from here. Of course, Fathom Seer or Fairy Seer wasn't a thing then, but this almost ensures that we're going to run into counter magic here. Hey, hi folks, says Mercadian Merchant. How's it going? Pretty cool. We've only lost 1, but getting a little out-tempoed here, even though we're up a card. Thanks for joining us. Nice to see so many new people in the chat throughout the show. And if you can, we're doing a little donation show today to feed the kids, so feel free to help out if you feel so inclined. I'll play here. I'll at least ask him to do it. Oh, okay. Looks like another ninja's in our future. Miss Blade Shinobi. That's the one that makes Creek tokens. Okay. Well, we need to find a Crypt Rat soon. So let's plunder this. We'll gain 2 life back. Get him down to 13. It's one of those decks. Sometimes you can win without attacking. It's pretty fun. This is interesting. Play a Fiend, which is going to kind of want him to stop doing a lot of things. We'll play this just because to keep our life total nice and healthy. Or do we sit back on... I guess we wait for the Tragic Slip. It'll probably get sprited. Yeah, we're 3-1. We beat elves and then we lost to it. But we couldn't have drawn more lands. It was really, really, really ridiculous. I feel like warning our opponent. We do have 2 Crypt Rats main and a lot of card draw. This is called 12 draw black for a reason. So we have drawn 2, 4, 6 cards. Yeah, see, we're 3 cards ahead of our opponent playing blue with active ninjas and Ponder. So, you guys believers yet? I'd like to think so. That doesn't even have flying. But I'd rather block this. When this dies, we'll target this, because that'll just kill it no matter what. And our opponent's playing a pretty aggressive style here. Maybe even Sunken City build. I'm not quite sure the way he's rolling out with that ninja. So, okay. Yeah, Dreamer Stingo, I just don't want creatures I care about. Everything wants to die, and I that's why I'm not playing Bone Picker. If I had any other creature in here, it'd be Bone Picker. I just don't like to lean on anything for... I don't mind slipping here. If I slip, then I'm slipping. Let me get rid of the ninja, believe it or not. I got negative 13 on the board. This is just going to get countered. I'm just going to kill the ninja. Or try to. I'm sure we're going to get sprited. But that's cool because we can get him to a 2 life. Oh! Wow, they don't have it. Okay. Wow. 4, 5, 6, 7. We're at 1 life. If one of these turns into a ninjas, we're dead. That's if these don't get countered. Say torture. Maybe they'll mess up and choose death. It's like an all-creature aggro build. I got the win next turn, even if we draw a swamp. It's like torture. God, I wish that 8 for 4. That'd be so OP if it did that. And a ninja wins the game here. So they can turn one of those 1 into 2. Let's go Delver Blue. Even though we haven't even seen a Delver. That'll do it. Boy, did I call that one, huh? Look like the old Sunken City build. I haven't seen that in like 4 years. Good for them. All right, so we take a loss here. It's okay. We drew pretty poorly. Opponent got out of the gates really quick there, which is the way. Remember, it made a big splash for a little while and then it went away. Good call. Okay. Similar game plan. Gonna kind of go all in with these. We didn't see... I'm pretty sure this is kind of like a counterless deck. I'm probably wrong, but... Slips a little extra... Maybe not. Get rid of this. Get rid of the fruit. Actually going to get rid of our rites. I don't want much Faerie Spellstutter Sprite bait. 3 of those. We can respond with this. Most of our draw is going to be in 2. And we're good to go here. So yeah, we've got the Ghast. Lots of ammo. Ooh-doo-doo. At the 3-hour mark. I thought we were only going to be 2. This deck usually wins a little bit sooner. We had a lot of grindy matchups, though. Beat Elves, beat Heroic, beat Burn. Then we lost to Elves. And hopefully we don't lose to Sunken City Blue, but we might. Yeah, I want to play first. And our deck fights us again. Got them all again for the second time. And just like last time, 1 land into almost all lands. We will keep. Get rid of a swamp. Say done. This is pretty frustrating seeing it do this stuff to me, but oh well. Yeah, I like that little cat. Or fox, whatever it is. Here we go. Phantasmal Bear will have something to say about that. It'll have to brave the stench. Who would have thought a Phantasmal Bear doesn't like to smell things? Probably... Wow! No turn. Unlikely. Well, I like this in response. I'm going to sit back on that Deadly Dispute. No, I shouldn't. Let's make him fear life total here. Want him to kind of extend here. Oh, all right. Cool. Nope. Walked right into that one, darn it. The stench is unbearable. That is such pretty artwork on Spell Pierce. I've always liked that. Okay, we don't mind seeing that. I'll play this Ghast. We'll shoot it. We'll put this on here. That'll kill that. Draw 2 cards, get a token. Maybe we get 1 mana spell. Alright, well, we'll attack. No reason not to with Perilous Myr and company coming up behind. Probably lean on the Sovereign's Bite as the first play. If they do have a Spellstutter Sprite, drop the Myr after that. A little bit more important. Yeah, the way some of those Oculus things are going, Little Fight, you might get your wish. Somebody might make a program where you can just walk around the world like Zendikar. Better have on some anti-gravity boots. Thanks for the replug there, Nim Chimpskey. Probably the last one of the day. I sure hope we get there. Only $15 to go last I looked. You'd swap the Duress and the sideboard. Power, intellect. Good. I just want some sack creature here because it will really cost them good tempo. Get rid of that Myr. We did see a snap, so that kind of sucks. It's a good answer for the Perilous Myr against such things. I'm going to drop this. Just going to kill that. Get 3 of our life back. We're hellbent, but it's okay. I think I could understand that line of thinking, Dreamer Stango, especially with as flooded as we've been in some of these matchups. We do only have 18 lands, and 4 of them we like to pitch to our spells. Believe me, over time, this isn't my first dance with this list. Plays strong. And Duress against, we bring it in against Burn and Storm. And that's when you don't want to be missing if they're flooded and they get to choose to throw out a land or, something that helps them. Those scenarios, you want the choice. Draw spell, please. Boy, has that theme just been ongoing, huh? Do I just double attack here? I'll come over with this. Fearing a snap. Snap Sprite. Okay. Interesting. Do this, and I'll shoot the fairy. The activation of the Ghast on that Phantasmal Bear, if nothing else progresses on the board state, kind of be a wash anyways. Okay. Been fearing the Sprite. Maybe they're not even playing them. That'd be fascinating, wouldn't it? I'll play this, keep our little mystery card in hand. Yeah, that Neuralink is pretty scary stuff. Scary is the wrong word. It's exciting. I wouldn't want to be the first guinea pig. It's like, hey, Musk, hit me up when it's version 5.7. It's like, then I'll look into it. Lucas Scratch Dress already hits things you're afraid of in this build. Can keep that Ghast back and attack with the Perilous Myr. Oh, deck, come on. This is really ridiculous. If every game was flooded, I'd get it, but just one or the other all day long. And when you have 12 draw spells, that's what's supposed to alleviate that kind of stuff. Yeah. I want that to die. So let's attack with that. Sunken City paying a hefty toll. You're probably right, Little Fight. You usually are when it comes to that. Looking into the future. Preordaining, right? 3 cards in our opponent's hand. Deep breath. Deep breath. I do like Black Cat. In the right metagame, I think that's a pretty cool little card. It serves like Perilous Myr, where people just don't want to do anything against it. I might as well kill this. Bye-bye, bear. Nim Chimpskey's, that face says it all. That's exactly how I feel. Oh, man. Stephen King reference with the lawnmower man. Okay, book. Atrocious movie. Reverse psychology time. Come on, deck. Give me a swamp. All right. Oh, we might as well attack here. I'll do the Village Rites on his turn. Hopefully he just has 3 spell pierces and I can laugh all the way to the bank. I think I'll wait till after blockers are declared, though. Regardless, we're going to be able to kill that miscreant. That being said, I'll do it now. I can counter this, but this will die. Outside of a snap. Okay, we don't draw the cards, but your guy dies. We finally see a sprite. It's about time, really. Yeah, Rotting Rats is pretty sweet. Alrighty. 1, 2, 3. Bonk. And might as well make them pay up the upkeep, right? I'll keep a little mystery card in their hand. Still don't like our chances here. I'm going to activate for 0, see if he does anything. I'm going to pull a Snap Out. Nope, okay. Coast might be clear. I guess we'll try it for this. Done. Forever Young. Okay, any of our draw spells now outside of Village Rites would be really cool. 3-turn clock, thanks to Sunken City. Haven't seen any hard counter magic yet. Spell Pierce is about the closest thing. Really like this build. Still very viable. Oh boy. Another Crypt Rats, please. Boy, that just says it all, doesn't it, for the day? We've drawn the same number of cards as the blue deck, but our deck just keeps heaving lands in our face. We only have 18. We sacrifice 4 of them. In theory, yeah, if there's a ninja in our midst, we're dead here. Ninja with the Sunken City will be 6. This, I'd rather go 1-4 than lose to... good for our opponent, though, Zardas, than lose to Delver. Everybody knows deep down in my heart this is the one I hate the most, but at least it's a little different build with Sunken City. So we'll do the old painful, reminiscent draw here. 1 loss to Delver, to me, always feels like 5 losses. Inherently, my decks are just naturally built to beat them. It doesn't always happen. Come on, deck. Show me what I'm drawing now. What's next? I said draw a card. Oh, a land. Thanks a lot. All right, that would keep us alive. That would reset. Another land. That would piss me off. That would gain us some life. Maybe 1 tempo play away. Craziness. Woo! Oh, look at that board state. All right, let's see where we're at, guys. Hopefully we're at the 3-digit mark. Did we get to 100? Oh, we did not, but hopefully we will afterwards if you're watching this on YouTube and such at a later time. Pretty sure that keeps rolling out. But hey, regardless... I really stand by this deck. Things are going to happen like that. I think 18 lands is a really good call with this thing. You do not want to stutter, especially when you have so many 2-drops here. and you want to be activating your rats. And sometimes you even want to be playing your fairies. That being said, we've got 18 lands here. 4 of them are meant to just be pitched, being that they're, of the artifact persuasion. And so, yeah, usually this is the time of the show when I go, I didn't like seeing that, but I like everything in this. It's just, we just drew kind of like crap twice. But hey, it came out 3-2. So we beat Elves, Heroic, and Burn, and then we slowed down greatly. Maybe my caffeine percentage went off, but I don't think I misplayed other than maybe one time, and we were going to lose that one anyway. So anyway, guys, thanks for joining me so much. Propaganda every Saturday, 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. That being said, there's a small chance I'll have one of those Saturdays off in August to go visit family up north. But till then, we're going to roll to one of our little card burning contests. I hate white borders. If those of you that are like, this is what it's all about. We'll see you next time. Thanks for joining me, everybody. And thanks so much for donating to the kids, and continue to do so. Adios.